All right, what's up, everyone? Sean here, aka H-525, and today's podcast we have a different set of guests here. First off, I'd like to introduce Kaichi. Say hi, Kaichi.
Hello. Hello,
Right.
everyone.
Yep, and we have also Oddbrother.
Hello, nice to meet you.
All right, sweet. And today we are gonna pretty much focus on gaming stuff for this podcast. I believe this is gonna be the 23rd, if 23rd episode, if I'm correct. But this is definitely the first episode with different guests, so that's kind of new for me as well. But anyways, we have quite a bit to talk about. Do you guys want to just throw out anything before I get started on my set of topics, or
Anything like,
like upcoming games, that kind of thing?
everyone knows about Smash Wii U. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
only thing.
obviously we've even before we thought about getting together for the podcast, we were like just yapping on about friggin' Smash and like other stuff, but um, we haven't heard anything from you, Odd Bro. How do you feel about Smash Brothers? Um, over the past few weeks, especially with the 50 facts direct about Smash.
I was overwhelmed and curious.
Yeah.
What got caught you curious?
Like this new amiibo feature. Am I what am I doing with it?
Okay, as far as what the Red showed, the Amiibo figures are mostly okay. Like just like what's those things called? Not Swap Force. What is the thing called?
Oh, Skylanders or something?
Skylanders. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like Skylanders, but with this one, you use your Amiibo figures to put in a figure player, and that figure player is like your little pet sort of way, and you let it train. You let it train and let it level up as it keeps as you let it play a lot. That's mostly what it is.
I'm wondering if Nintendo's going to take advantage of that and use it for future games.
They actually are. They're gonna use it for Mario Kart 8, and then there's been plans already for Hyrule Warriors. Like they're gonna use that same figure for Link to actually kind of do something with it. I have no idea though.
So it's like raising a virtual pet.
It's pretty much is, and I think you can also play as that figure character, if I'm correct.
I don't believe you are because I think it's like its own computer.
It's virtual.
It's AI. It basically
Okay,
its own AI.
completely AI. Okay.
It's
All
an
right.
AI that learns as it plays.
Okay. Yeah, so it's just like a virtual pet or like a Pokemon if you want to think of it that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yes, it's going to be used in the future. I mean, there's no reason for it to not be used because they can't just make it for just those three games. I'm
Oh
pretty
no.
sure in the next year, 2015, we're going to hear a lot of stuff about Amiibo and E3.
hmm And yeah, there's also plans for use for the new Mario Party 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's gonna be use for that as well. So that really tells you like, yeah, they're really gonna push the Amiibo line in the future, and I think it's
Yep.
cool. I think it's cool. What do you guys think?
Oh, yeah, I think it's cool as well because I mean, I was never into like the whole figure thing. I mean, I might just buy one figure. I'm not going to buy all of them because I'm
Oh
pretty
no,
sure they'll
no.
cost a lot.
Yeah,
But it's a good idea, and it's something extra. I mean, you don't really need it, but for Smash, it looks cool. So I
yeah.
I might get me like a Lucario figurine.
Oh yeah. Definitely already pre-ordered the Little Mac figure, so happy with that. And yeah, for those who don't know, Amiibo figures start out at $13 pretty much, or 12.99.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's
Sounds good.
yeah. And they're little cool little like figurine things. So personally I would just probably collect them. Like I mean not all of them, but like all the just like the favorites. And like
Probably for a while, I'll just get my main, and then maybe later, if I
yeah,
ever have
exactly.
the actually have the funds, I'll be like, I'll get everything.
Yeah. Or just get as much as I can. But
Yep.
yeah, definitely get my favorite characters first. I really want Little Mac and like Ike and like also Ganondorf and friggin' Uh, Sonic, just because I like Sonic, overall, not just like being a favorite character on Smash or whatever. But yeah,
Sounds
Sonic.
good.
Yeah. So bro, did anything else surprise you, or like things that you liked about that was said in the that direct?
I'm more wondering about how 5+ multiplayer can be handled.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good question, because like I'm looking at the Great Cave Offensive stage, and they are tiny. Like they complain about how like the 3DS version has the characters are tiny, but look at the Cave Offensive.
Yeah.
The characters are super tiny. So they cannot be talking about it on 3DS like, oh my goodness, just small players can't play.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And plus, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few people that's going to be like doing 8-player matches. I mean, I don't know anybody on my side that will have like 8 people literally playing 8 players. But
Right.
it's a cool add-on because honestly, for a while, I think around like Brawl, I was thinking like, hey, they need to make like a 8-player or like multi-man something
Right.
like
Right.
adding more characters than just 4.
Mm-hmm.
And look at it, they made it.
And yeah, I think that's really cool. I said this myself on one of my discussion videos. That I really think they're really pushing this co-op thing a lot, especially
Oh
with like
yeah, two
um,
player.
yeah, two-player co-op on a lot of modes anyway, and especially with like home run contest and even on like classic mode, that kind of thing. Really thought that was really cool, and it's awesome because like you're not gonna have like a friend that's like gonna just sit there and wait for his turn or whatever to play classic mode or whatever. And with that whole 8-player thing, I think it's gonna be really fun. I highly doubt that's gonna be on online, but
It's not.
um,
He specifically said it's going to be just local.
yeah, 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 it's gonna be all local for that part, and really glad that they put that in there, and because we've always had back in the day, more than 4 people, and then we always had like a couple of people just waiting their turn. But now that's more gonna be like a thing of a past now that 8 players is possible. So first off, when I first heard it, I was like, what the fuck? Like, really? Like, like, even with like just 5 players already, that already threw me off. Like, really? And
That was
then
the very first thing they announced. I
right?
mean that was surprising.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's a very good thing.
Like, yeah, it was like 5, 6, and then 8. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, wow, that is awesome.
And I have a feeling people already knew because some hackers had dig through the 3DS version and they
Oh,
had heard like the announcer say 8-player and also like yellow team. Like they already had some people already kind of knew that it was probably going to be 8-player because of that. I mean, it was hypothesized that it was going to be in there, but it was already set in stone after
okay,
that. After
okay,
that,
yeah, yeah. Anything else that you liked about in that direct, bro?
Oh man, the tease at the end of the video. I'm kind of glad that they're going to bring Mewtwo back as DLC, but it does kind of make me wonder. It is a little work in progress, so it makes me wonder what tweaks they're going to make to it in comparison to its Melee counterpart, in addition to its final Smash.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna use one of his mega forms or whatever as his final smash, just like how Lucario and Charizard have their mega forms. Uh, which one? I have no idea, but yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna be it for
I
that
have a
part.
feeling they're going to use Y Mewtwo Mega Evolution because he was promoted in one of the movies.
Oh yeah,
I
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a feeling they're going to use Y. But if it's X, then it would make more sense because that one looks more fighter based versus the other one's more all levitate. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a big shock though because I've like you see if you look through a bunch of online forums anywhere like Reddit, people wanted Mewtwo badly. Even the Greninja um reveal, people thought that was Mewtwo, which was kind of
Yeah.
crazy. I was like, why did you think that was Mewtwo? His fingers are not three balls.
Yeah,
So why
yeah.
would you think it's Mewtwo? I've seen a bunch of reaction videos that were hilarious, and I'm like, people, stop fooling yourself. I mean, I know y'all want his
Stop
character
kidding
back.
yourself, dude.
If he's gonna come back, he's gonna come back. If he's not, oh well. But boom, he came back.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I think personally that was cool that Mewtwo is coming back. But yeah, like Kaichi said, if he's not coming back, he's not coming back. And people like you just please just deal with it and have fun with what this Smash has to offer. Because
Like,
there's plenty of fun stuff.
yeah, like when it comes to characters, character requests, I remember seeing a few posts about how, like, people want certain characters. I mean, people think of the most ridiculous, obvious, not going to be in their characters, but like they just want like the old characters bad. They wanted like King K. Rool and a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm like, okay, here's a good way to not ruin the game experience for you. Stop hoping for a character to come back. It'd be cool if he comes back. If he's not, then don't let that ruin your experience of not playing the game. I mean, there's a lot of people that wanted Ridley, King K. Rool. There, of course, Mewtwo's back, but of course a bunch of other characters. But they just like they're dedicated on making sure that character comes back, or they ain't gonna play.
Hmm.
Like Sakurai, we don't know his reasons. We don't know why he chose those characters. Why he chose like Greninja. Why did he choose Little Mac? Why did he choose Villager? We don't know at all. All we know is we got a new Smash game. We get new characters. Some of the new characters are coming back. We gotta learn to be happy about that.
Hmm.
People are just not satisfied.
Right.
They don't really understand. I mean, even Sakurai even told somebody at the E3. I think it was E3. Like someone asked him a question. I forgot what it was, but he was saying, "Do you know how to make a video game or something like that?"
Yeah, yeah. I heard him saying something like that at E3 from Maximilian or Matt or something like that.
Well, yeah, they read up articles about it, and yeah, basically, yeah, and like he has a point. I
He
mean,
does
you
have a
want to
point.
make
Yeah.
if you want to make a character, you need to make the game is yourself.
Right.
Otherwise, deal with it.
Hmm.
It's his game.
Right.
He's not gonna like, oh, I'm gonna like listen to every single one of y'all and add 50,000 characters in there. You
Right.
can't please
Yeah.
everyone, so it's like you need to just
Exactly.
shut up and deal with it.
Hmm. Yeah. 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 It's bottom line, it's his game as much as you don't want it to be. Um, yeah, it's just a matter of just being able to deal with it um, and don't let that ruin the experience of playing the game. Because like if you can deal with the characters that you want not in the game, then you'll definitely have a great time playing that Smash Bros. And maybe who knows if you're patient just long enough, he might just add that character you want in the next one. And
Maybe
and
Be it a
that's
playable, or
go
it's
ahead, go
just
ahead, go ahead.
you. As long as you're not setting your expectations too high, be it both playable and even an assist trophy, if possible.
Hmm.
Well, seeing that the DLC is on the rise, you may like it may be possible that some other characters might come back, but that's just after noticing that there's going to be DLC. Because I remember Sakurai didn't want to put DLC in the game. He
Hmm.
did say something about that, but other than that, Mewtwo's coming back as DLC, and that leaves the potential of other characters, and so that kind of leaves a restless list of people hopelessly hoping for characters to want to come back.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it never ends until the game is literally finished. The game is not finished, as you can see.
Right.
If there's
Yeah.
DLC characters, it's not finished.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Anything else that like caught your eye, Oddbro, from that direct?
Mm, I'm kind of wondering how people are gonna design the stages. Some might be questionable.
Uh.
Oh yeah, the art one.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
People
Uh.
people are definitely trolls and definitely want to be Very disgusting. That's all I'll say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. There are people
And
out there
immature, immature. That's
immature.
a
Yeah, they
better
want
word.
to be explicit and fucking just put some you know um how do I put this
Very prerogative
very
body parts.
just those body parts. There you go. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I like being, on the positive side. I think it's cool that, yeah, obviously they're taking advantage of the gamepad, and I was hoping that they would use the gamepad as a part for the whole stage creation thing, and, like, using your pen or whatever to actually make the platforms within the square boundary anyway. Um, I thought it was a nice touch. I was just hoping that you're able to, like, recreate the Picto chat stage, but again, like, there are people out there that will abuse it and be super explicit about it, and that I think it's for the best. As much of a letdown that it is, but oh well, that's life. And but it's the stage creation is still in there, and I think it's still pretty cool. What do
And
you
I think
guys?
it's really good compared
Yeah.
to Brawls. Like Brawl was like meh.
Yeah. It was there. It's kind of like, okay, this is kind of cool. You could put, like, squares or whatever, but yeah, this time around you're able to do a lot more with this stage creation. So, um, anything else that you want to point out, Oddbro?
I was impressed that they got the announcer to commentate on the whole video.
Oh yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Like, and
It's
yeah, and, like, yeah, the way he delivered the lines and everything. I think that was pretty funny, and, like, even, like, the ones where, like, it's just so obvious, and then, like, the way he said it, I thought it was just really funny.
like it makes because it's kind of cool though because kind of makes the announcer more human versus video game. I think somebody else said that before, but I'm just recording it.
Hmm.
But um, it's just the first time you actually get to know who the announcer is because like at the past few games, you didn't know who the announcer is.
No.
This one guy just all of a sudden, you know, he literally just lets himself out. Oh, I'm the announcer.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
sung a theme of Pokemon.
Yeah. I heard about that. I haven't actually listened to it, but yeah, I've heard about him singing the Pokemon theme song, and then, like, it was pretty good for what it was, from what I heard anyway. I didn't actually listen to it yet, but yeah,
And just
he just seems to be, like, a really cool dude.
and like I think a few people interviewed him and he did talk about himself and a bunch of other things about the whole set. But
Mhm.
all I know is he is young. Just to think that announcer because I was hoping the announcer I was thinking the announcer is like older
Mhm.
just by the voice, but goodness, the guy looks young.
Really?
Yes, you ain't seen his face?
Oh, I haven't seen his face. No.
Oh my goodness, dude. Hold on, let me find it.
At least it's a lot more dynamic than what we would expect from the AIM, the A Jam announcer.
Oh yeah.
I was
Yeah.
really kind of like, iffy with the announcer. Like, I kept hearing it, and I was like, it might be all right. But as I kept playing Smash 4, I got used to it.
Mhm.
I really liked his voice, so it's really good. I'm pretty sure people like that Melee and everything else, but seriously,
Mhm.
his voice is good.
I think it's good. Yeah, it does bring something a little different for, like, when it comes to video game announcers anyway. And yeah, he's very memorable. So I like about it. I like that.
Let me see. I'm gonna give you what his voice actor is, cause I can't believe you haven't seen his face. He even has he uploaded a YouTube as well.
Oh really?
Yep.
Yeah,
Like giving
just post it
like
on the stream chat. So that's a lot. That'll be easier.
oh, in fact, I can just give you the whole post of him singing the Pokemon theme.
Well,
That
yeah.
and also his name
Yeah,
is Xander Mobus.
Xander Mobus. Okay.
Here he is. There he is, right here. And I'm gonna find that. Oh, I found it right there on the suggestions. And here's a huge interview with the announcer.
Oh, all right, cool.
So There's you get the whole synopsis about everything about him. So have fun with that one.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
uh,
it's like it makes me wonder what the other announcers look like. I mean, I looked them up and already seen their faces, but it's just cool that this one, is like open to let
mhm.
everyone know I'm the announcer and a whole bunch of stuff.
Right, 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 right. Yeah. Um, anything else you wanted to point out, bro?
Well, in anticipation, YouTube gamers are going to record footage for this, but just to think that the time YouTube is now allowing you to upload videos at 60 frames per second.
Oh yeah.
Bruh, it's so good. I am like, what took you so long, YouTube? Like for real. I mean,
Yeah,
you had
right.
all these ridiculous upgrades and updates with like the interface and the comments and all this crap that people are just like, why you do this? And then boom, 60 frames.
Yep, yep.
Can't get any better. Like now people can look at the game how it's supposed to be played. All this 30 frame crap.
Yeah, that was pretty much perfect timing because like um, we have Smash Bros coming out, friggin' the DLC for Mario Kart 8, and then like the we got Bayonetta 2, so now we get all the get to see, or you can get to see what it looks like on YouTube instead of having to kind of buy it for yourself before, just to kind of I don't want to say gamble, but like yeah, like um, hope that you would they would look good on your TV screen. But yeah, now you actually know what it looks like on YouTube a lot better because it's actually the original frame rate now. Now that
Yep.
it's actually rendering at 60 frames per second, and of course, even if it's not 60 frames per second, you get to see exactly how it moves, how smooth it is. So really cool move on YouTube. Now you're able to see what the game looks like before you actually buy it, instead of having to just kind of just guess and expect to look good and having to be stuck with 30 frames per second. That was like the default maximum frame rate in the past, but now that's the thing of a past. But it's only on Chrome, which kind of sucks for now. But I'm pretty sure they'll fix that up for other browsers such as Safari and Firefox and the infamous Internet Explorer. But yeah,
I mean, think about it. It's his first update, so it will take a while for it to transfer to other browsers,
mhm.
and unless they really going to do it. I mean, YouTube is owned by Google,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so of course it's
It makes sense. Yeah, because it's owned by Google and you got Google Chrome. So yeah, that's why it's only on Chrome. So for those who forgot. Um, yeah, yeah, this is just really cool to have 60 frames per second, and now we have we get to see 1080p or whatever the maximum is right now, like 4K or whatever, if people are capable of streaming that or recording that, and you get to see it at 60 frames per second. So I think that's really cool. And that's like kind of perfect also because the new Elgato game capture HD60 has been out for a little while now, and I actually grabbed one myself recently. Really liking it, and the only downside to it is just some design issues that I personally found, and the fact that this is more for modern consoles. This does not work with the PS3 because of the HDCP that it still has. So if you want to record PS3 footage, you definitely want to go for the older Elgato game captures. So I thought that was interesting. But yeah, the new one doesn't come with the AV input, so that's why that it won't work that way.
hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, the HD60 reason why it's called that is because it can record 1080p, which is the maximum resolution for that, and it records at 60 frames per second. So perfect, you have like a nice resolution and also the nice frame rate. So definitely now the time to pick up the HD60 since YouTube can actually show 60 frames per second. So
Yep.
Yeah, off on a little tangent from that, but um, let me.
Note, um, even though it can run 60 frames, in order you gotta upload and render the video at 60 frames because people have been like confused that clicking at a video that had 1080p or clicking at an old video. I did it myself and I thought I was gonna show it. No, you gotta if you're gonna show any old videos that are 1080p but didn't have 60 frames, you need to re-render it.
Yeah, you gotta re-upload them. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that does not work with all videos. It's just the new videos that come up on YouTube. So, kind of try to clear up any confusion on that one. Yeah, if you wanna show 60 frames per second on whatever video that you want, and it's kind of old, then yeah, you definitely have to re-upload that. Not gonna work with the update. It's not gonna magically make it 60 frames per second all of a sudden. So, um, yeah. So, Abro, how did you feel about the what was I gonna ask you? Oh, the Smash like board game that they're gonna have in there. How did you feel about that part?
It had me a little confused at first, but I like how it works when it comes to powering up your characters for a finale. It makes for a great who's gonna get it the worst.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And in addition to having to use the Omega settings for all the stages,
Right, yeah. Um, what did you think about that, Kaichi?
I actually thought it was awesome because like people, I'm pretty sure people did not like Smash Run. I mean, I'm pretty sure some did, but I didn't really enjoy Smash Run. So I was like, please be something different. I mean, something because I know it was not going to be in the Wii U version, but it had to be something good.
Hmm.
But people online and even myself was like Mario Party Smash, Smash Party, something. I mean, something around that area, and it was something around the area that I thought that was going to be in the game, but I didn't know how it was going to look, and I thought it looks amazing.
Hmm. Yeah, and it was already kind of leaked from by Amazon themselves, which I thought was really funny. But I think like Nintendo America just let them do it anyway because otherwise it would have been in huge trouble. Um, but yeah, having the board game mode in there, or like yeah, implementing the board game like format instead of the actual like the maze thing that they have in the 3DS version. I thought that was a great idea because it's much of a nice concept it got kind of boring fast for me.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's what I'm saying. It's not really that. It's like it's good, but it's not replayability.
yeah, it just gets tedious and like it does get tiresome and frustrating, especially with like the enemies sometimes. Just kind of like what really like you do get a lot of BS from it, but so that's why I thought it was a nice idea, making it to a nice, much more family friendly format, so that it's like an actual board game, so people can actually get into it, and it's much more, yeah, like I said, compatible with people.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why I thought it was a great idea. I don't know, I thought it would be really, really funny if they actually add mini games in there, as if it was a Mario Party game. But it's a Smash Brothers game, so you can't really expect much when it comes to that. But
Right.
still, I really like the part the board game format. I'm really glad they actually put that in there. I thought it was a nice smart move. Otherwise, you have very frustrated people that don't want to deal with Smash Run.
I am really confused on how classic mode going to play.
Yeah, it's pretty much for me, from what I saw, is gonna just play like All Stars mode. Except it's just like a scrambled mess.
I really want to see like a step by step on how that's going to be played because I'm still so confused. Like it
Right?
looks cool. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
thinking about a chess game, but it's not really chess, and I'm like, uh, can you please explain more or bring it down a little bit? I mean, I know they try to explain it, but it really the way it was played is just so confusing. So I was like, it looks cool, but I need elaboration.
Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping sometime they'll explain it on the website at least how it works. But
I'm
otherwise
sure they will.
yeah, I'm sure they will. But I'm also expecting we'll just have to figure out for ourselves pretty much when it comes out. I'm sure it's not gonna be that confusing, but from what we saw, it definitely looked confusing. Like it was just all the trophies on the board, and then like just like what's going on here? It's just
Yeah.
things just moving and like what? Okay, whatever. But at least we still have Master Core in there, and then in addition we have Master, what was it, Fortress?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That was new, and it's basically just another version of Smash Run, but just final boss mode
hmm I thought personally that was pretty cool. That was a nice
add-on.
add-on. Yeah, it's something a little different. Don't really see that too often with other video games, especially with this kind of fighting game anyway.
Yeah.
So that was a nice touch, and uh, I was trying to think of something else for that Smash Direct. We already covered Mewtwo. Hmm.
If I may ask something.
What's up?
Um, what kind of concerns me when it comes to multiplayer tournaments and how they get handled?
Oh
Um,
yeah, the
suppo-
tourneys.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
suppose suppose that there are maybe stages being chosen at random, and developers are trying hard not to use Omega stages, but rather standard stages, without having to break any balance.
Right. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
back in the past, we always, if things get always personal, we always have to fight on Final Destination, and that can get annoying at times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm really, yeah. That is a really good question. I just really don't know what they're gonna do with the that balancing on that when it comes to Omega stages versus normal stages. How's that gonna get handled when it comes to tournaments? No idea, but it's does make me wonder. How do you feel about that, Kaichi?
Well, yeah, that is definitely a good question because, like, when it comes to choosing stages, because I was also thinking, speaking of tournaments, Evo, random Smash tournaments, because I watch these stuff and I like competitive tournaments,
Mm-hmm.
competitive fighting game tournaments, and Evo's next year. Melee's going to be in there, but is Smash 4 going to be in there? If so, are they going to try to incorporate the little tournament um thing like they showed off in the direct? I'm pretty sure no, but I am curious on how they're going to incorporate when it comes to on stage counter picks
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because I think it's a really good feature. I mean, planned tournaments, that's usually like just regular tournaments that is in the game.
Right.
So they really went serious with the tournament thing.
Yeah. Isn't so? Wait, tournament is gonna be an add-on, right? For later on, yeah, it's not gonna be in the initial launch of the game, right?
I think they said it's going to be later. Like
Yeah.
they're not ready to release it. So it's going to be in there, but it's not yet finished, just like the Mewtwo.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Looks like they're hard at trying to make it as good as possible and make it fit for competitive standards.
Yeah, because this game, I'm playing right now with the 3DS version and seeing that it's going to be the same as the Wii U version. I mean, I have no complaints. This game runs so smooth,
It does.
plays
Yeah.
good. I'm not much of a Fox fan, and I know how much people are like Fox only, Final Destination, no items and all that stuff. But my goodness, if he feels good to play, he
Mhm.
feels too good. And I don't even main this dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Um, this version overall felt really good, even on the 3DS. So I'm that much more excited for the Wii U version. I'm just waiting for that countdown to just go down to zero and freaking
Yeah,
yeah.
and gladly is the gameplay is the same. Like literally, they showed out the comparison of the 3DS and Wii U version.
Mm,
No difference. It's
mm,
going to run the same way. They announced to say you get to do the same tricks as the 3DS version. Of course, people are all about that GameCube. They're going to definitely test out a bunch of techs, like even new tech that they couldn't even do on the 3DS version,
mm.
and it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Oh, speaking of GameCube, Oddbro, how did you feel about the whole like GameCube adapter thing. Like they're not, and like the huge choices of controllers that you can have for this Smash.
I'm liking the diversity. I'm just wondering if it's possible, and considering that it may not be possible to have as far as 8 players going together over the network, but being able to handle it all in one console, that's what strikes me as curious.
Oh, 8 players just running on one console?
Yeah.
Well, they have gameplay videos online, direct feed, and from what I've seen, even at 60 frames, I don't see no lag.
Hmm.
I think they're gonna have it optimized. I have a feeling that they're gonna have it optimized.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna run just fine.
Knowing
Otherwise,
Sakurai has been night and day on this game.
yeah.
He had interviews of him saying that he doesn't have a normal life or something like that. Like he hasn't went home to his kids or anything, or wife or kids, or he's been on this game endless, day in, day out, no breaks, barely any breaks, and just on it.
Hmm.
So for him to be dedicated to this game, he knows he's going to try to make sure this game doesn't fail. There's glitches on this 3DS version, but he's going to fix it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
He's going to
like
fix it.
recent online bans from everybody using Peach.
Oh my god! And now the newest not glitch but bug is anybody who gets banned. Usually it's supposed to be like a few minutes, but this time they give you like 100+ years ban.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was like, what? That is
It's
quite.
hilarious. It's hilarious when I saw it on the screen. Well, I didn't see it on mine, but I looked online and I seen the screen of it. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
somebody calculated that ban is going to end like 2,150.
Wow.
Whoa!
Yes.
Wow.
So of course it's a bug. They're gonna try to fix it. They are gonna fix it. They're not gonna try. They're gonna definitely fix it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that it is a ridiculous ban because that's cutting down a ton of online players. But at the same time, it kind of lets you know who is I won't say the ones that are unintentionally getting banned because like the ones that are unintentionally getting banned, they try to play the game good and right, and they getting like these wrong bans out of no reason. But the ones that are like just rage quitting, being douchebags on like 4 player matches,
Hmm.
of course they deserve it. At the same time, it doesn't mean it needs to be extreme,
Hmm.
but at the same time they deserve it.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
But yeah.
I honestly like this restriction of the online play fair or get kicked out.
Hmm. Hmm. Um, Let me see. Anything else for Smash? Anything else you want to point out before we put
One
this
thing
aside? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
one thing I wish they could have done. I mean, a bunch of other platform games has done this, but cross-platform 3DS version and Wii U. I mean, like play online
Yeah.
cross-platform. Since
Hmm.
the gameplay is going to be the same, why don't you just do that? I mean, I hate to even discuss this game, but freaking PlayStation All Stars had that cross-platform Vita version and the PS3. Different company, yes. Different game, yes. But still, you can still get the same concept and use it on the game for this game,
Hmm.
since they're going to be the same game.
Yeah. Did it have like the same exact stages though? That's what I'm wondering.
No, it's pop. I have a feeling. Yeah, I think no, it doesn't have all the same stages. It has a few same stages, but not all of them. I guess the good thing, if you're going to do cross-platform, I guess you can play them on the stages. I guess that's the only thing I can actually kind of cover that point out. But yeah, it's not going to
Okay.
have all stages.
Oh, okay.
Not all the stages that are the same as the 3DS and the Wii U.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like I was asking about the PlayStation All Stars. Did that have the same exact stages?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did because
Oh yeah, yeah.
they.
So yeah, so that's why it worked. Thinking like, yeah, cross platform. That's pretty cool and all, but like, yeah, we're not gonna have the same exact. I mean, we're not gonna have those stages that we saw on the direct. Otherwise, um, the Wii U version has to kind of dumb it down to those stages what the 3DS has, and it's gonna have to look like that, just on the higher resolution. Um, as much as cross-platform is a nice idea. I would think, you know what, we should just play on those platforms only. In my opinion, um, it's just if you're gonna do that, it's gonna limit you on being able to create nice stages for the Wii U version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice idea, yeah, but there's always ups and downs for every idea, but you know,
Not every idea always get a finished concept.
yeah, yeah, um,
That's pretty much just kind of cover all the three on the Smash really.
yeah, yeah.
We're hyped about the game. The game's about to come out in another 20 days.
Mm-hmm,
19 days.
mm-hmm,
It's the second of November. But yeah, 19 days. Counting
mm-hmm.
down. Get hyped. We'll all be
Yep,
rocking that Wii U version soon. I
yeah,
gotta give me
man.
a copy. I gotta give me a copy though in a Wii U version, but in due time. I
Yeah,
might be
yeah,
late. I honestly might be late to get the game unless somebody generous to donate.
yeah,
But other than that, I gotta wait.
yeah. Are you gonna download it if you get it, or just gonna get a physical copy?
Oh, download it. I'm not gonna risk getting that game scratched up.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good point.
I mean, like, I got the 3DS version of physical copy just because somebody got me the game, but I am not risking no disc scratches. They
Yeah.
finally released preload for the digital download for the
Mm-hmm.
eShop on the website, so you can now download the game. Or not download, but pre-buy, like basically pre-order the game, and once the game comes out, it'll download automatically. So
Oh,
it's a good
that's
feature.
cool. That's a nice feature.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I'm like, they're finally good, and they're gonna do the same thing for the 3DS next year.
Oh, nice. All right. Yeah. I mean, for me, I am gonna get the physical copy, but like you said, it will get scratched up down the line sometime, and you know what? I might just get pretty much both versions if I have to. Um,
Oh,
you know, if
oh,
that,
physical and digital.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
for ones that collect games, of course, that it's a good idea to get a physical just to collect games. As for me, I'm just very risky on making sure that I want my games to be, working.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Not many people are a fan of digital library. I know a few people that I know that doesn't like that. They rather get a disc. But as for me, I stopped buying disc games. That's why I have Steam. That's why I have, I download all my stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
One thing that concerns me in regards to that, if you are an enthusiast of the Club Nintendo feature, will that come along with the download?
Yes, it actually does. Put your club, everyone. If anybody that's listening to this that doesn't have Club Nintendo on their eShop, put it on your eShop. Y'all sync it to your eShop, and once you buy a game through eShop, it is automatically on the Club Nintendo. Just go to the website a few moments later or a day or two, and your little survey thing should pop up on there. It works.
Yeah.
Because I know a few people was wondering, like people kept saying like, I'm getting a physical copy because I want to get the Club Nintendo code. Yeah, you can download the game and it'll be transferred to the Club Nintendo.
Yeah, it definitely works for both versions, downloadable and physical. It actually, and even on the website it said so. Like there's a download version and the physical version, and same goes for the 3DS one. It definitely does that for like Pokemon Omega Ruby slash Alpha Sapphire. That's coming up also on the same day. Um, you know, but
That's
anyways,
Smash.
yeah, 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 as Smash. But yeah, so they're definitely doing that, so that definitely works. So definitely link those accounts together for eShop and Club Nintendo. And speaking of the Club Nintendo, I wanted to point out that I think right now for 700 points, they have a poster set for Super Smash Brothers, the new
Oh,
one.
do?
Yeah, they do. They have
Oh,
it's all the artwork that they showed, with like the Villager and then Palutena.
they saw the newcomer posters.
Yeah, yeah, the newcomer posters that they put up online. Those are gonna be posters if you have 700
Beast.
points. Yeah.
Oh, I got like 1,000. I was trying to get to like plat status, but hey, let me get on that.
Yeah. Yeah, so if it comes in a set. So like you have 3 posters I think for 700 points. So um definitely want to try to go for it, but you know what? Whatever. I can draw up my own, that kind of thing.
Well, but it's a good collection. It's
It is
really
it
is.
is an it is not a nice addition to the collection. But I
As far
also
as far as Nintendo Club, NA's Nintendo Club prizes then really suck compared to EU and also JP
mm,
because NA's freaking Club Nintendo prizes suck.
yeah.
Like I have yet to spend my coins, so this would be a good. Honestly, I'm going to actually buy it. So
All right, nice.
um yeah, because it's the only thing good at the moment. I like to have a collection of posters of the drawings.
Yeah, I fucking love posters. That's like one of my things that I really love. I love just posters. I just want like a huge ass wall, so I can just post all the posters I want to post. Stick on my wall. But I have a tiny ass room, so I can only fit so much. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still gonna collect fucking posters just in case I do get a bigger place or whatever, and then just
And think about it. Like a next few years or 10 or 15, 20 years, them posters might cost money. Hey,
right. Yeah. But yeah, it's a nice collection, excuse me, addition to your collection. So
yep.
if you got 700 points and you're planning to spend some on it, yeah, definitely do it on the posters, man. Because the other ones are just kind of like meh. So
There, Superman. It's been the same reward since I don't know when.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And the game rewards are not even worth it unless you already bought them.
right, yeah. So definitely those posters. But also, if you buy both versions of the game, like 3DS version and Wii U for Smash, you will get a free soundtrack album.
Which consists of 36. That's a lot of music on
Yeah,
both.
36 for each version. So that's like what over 60 altogether. So I think that's really cool. That's awesome.
That's a lot of music though for just a disc. Because usually you regular disc comes with like 12 or 16 tracks.
Right.
Bruh, everyone get on this. Get on that.
Yeah, right. Get if you want that soundtrack, man, get both versions. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people already have the 3DS version anyway, so you're just gonna get the Wii U version and then bam. Think I really want that freaking soundtrack set. I love the music and the 3DS version already, so I'm definitely am gonna get on that as soon as I
Yep.
can. Yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it for Club Nintendo. Uh, anyone else want to point out for Smash before we kind of move on or put it to the side?
Mm, well, it's kind of got me thinking. If public tournaments with Smash Brothers for Wii U were to be hosted, I'm kind of wondering how are they going to handle the rules when it comes to participants bringing their own controllers. Like, would you be allowed to just enter with an amiibo, or do you need a specific controller set?
Hmm.
I don't even know that amiibos are actually going to be like playable. Like you're going to be using them. I think they're going to be literally AI.
Regardless,
Oh yeah, like if there's like an actual amiibo tournament,
Oh, amiibo tournament. Okay, that's like gambling right there. Because
that's yeah,
like
you don't
that.
know who's gonna win though.
yeah, it's literally a money match. It's literally money match.
I mean,
Like
it's a cool idea, but at the same time, it's like that's random.
it is kind of random, and it's kind of, but yeah,
Because
it's a nice idea.
you can max out the amiibo characters. I don't know what the level cap of the amiibo is gonna be, but you can just max them out. And of course, some of them gonna have different stats, but maxed out random, they might have the same stats, and it's random.
I'm pretty sure someone's gonna break that too, like abuse it, and there will be some broken
Hacks,
hacks. Yeah, someone's gonna hack the fuck out of that thing, at some
hacks.
point, and somehow, some way, it's gonna happen. It's like yeah, either it's gonna get hacked or someone's gonna like exploit something about the amiibo, and if there's ever gonna be a tournament, that person will fucking just sweep the fucking floor with them, and
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a nice idea, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be something broken with those amiibos, and shit's gonna go down. That's all I
Yep.
can say. But yeah, about the other part of the question, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll. I mean, I don't know if I'm answering this correctly, but I'm pretty sure they'll allow you to, um, like maybe perhaps change out your controller if you want to, but I don't know. For the most part, though, I think people are just gonna stick with the GameCube controller anyway. So I don't think
That's like no brainer.
that's a no-brainer. So I think I don't think that's gonna be any concern for
Like
for for me
like
anyway.
when it comes to literal competitive Smash tournaments, there's no brainer for everyone's going to be using a GameCube controller because everyone uses a GameCube controller. I
Hmm.
mean, people playing Project M use a GameCube controller.
Hmm.
Not I don't see not one person use a classic Pro controller. It's good that they got all these
Additions and diversity or whatever.
yeah, but let's be real.
Yeah, people, competitors anyway, will always use the GameCube controller. I'm gonna use a GameCube controller. I'm not that competitive, so.
Yeah, well, like I'm going to be playing how I'm going to use the full potential of how the game is going to play. Of course, use GameCube controller, but I remember when I played Brawl, I own with the Wiimote. No nunchuck, no nunchuck, just Wiimote.
Oh
Get at
man.
me, fight me.
So like no B, instead of B you hitting that one.
Hey, I'm owning. People want to use a shortcut and use that C stick.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah,
It's a shortcut.
it
Call
is. Yep.
yourself pro player and use a C stick.
Hmm. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna come back too. But I kind of do hope that they come up with the or put the controller option in there like they did with the 3DS version. I thought that was a really good
Oh, they
pointer.
are
Oh, they are.
controller
Okay.
option. Like change it the buttons.
Yeah, yeah.
They showed that. That's option. That's available.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, I must have completely forgot about that part, but yeah.
It's like
Okay.
the announcer's like buttons,
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
it
Okay.
showed the option.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Okay. Now I remember. Now that you said it like that. Um, yeah. It's when it comes to controller options, people are just like the competitors. No question, it's gonna be the GameCube controller. So I don't think it's gonna be a concern. Um, so I think before anyone else wants to point out anything for Smash, I think I want to talk about a game that I picked up recently, and that's Korra, The Legend of Korra on the PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I did a full playthrough of that. I recorded that, so those episodes are going to be on my second channel. Um, to be honest, that did not meet my expectations, and I have mixed feelings for it. Now, okay, so covering the positives, like it was fun, like when you're actually fighting and stuff. But like the animations for it, like the way Korra moves and the way just everything just like moves or animates, it was pretty cool. Like the cell shading graphics, the bending powers and everything, like that's fucking cool. But everything else just like kind of ruined it. Like fucking the Naga stage. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh
It's
no.
like, oh, you know?
Yeah, I remember Maximilian played it.
Oh, I missed that one because I
Oh
was
yeah, he played the whole game. If he
mm,
finished it, the game is so short. But I'll let you finish your review so I can put my synopsis for my view.
okay. Yeah. So like the Naga stages were kind of just like I guess tedious or like kind of. I mean, it was a nice change of pace, but I don't know. I wasn't really digging those Naga stages, and uh, it was just kind of like a dumbed down version of Sonic, and um, it just got more annoying than it was supposed to be fun, and like oh my god, like some of the boss fights were just annoying as fuck for me. Like especially like the first time you're playing it. This was my raw first time playthrough. So you will see me struggle. And when during that, I was just like growing so fucking salty and frustrated during some of those boss fights, and especially the two fucking spirits, the two big ass spirits, in like the fucking small ass fucking arena, and like the in addition to that, you have those stupid dark pools that are like surrounding you, so like the stage is even smaller, and on top of that, the camera is not great, and like in addition to that, they're fucking giant, so they're like blocking your view, and it was horrendous. I just grew so goddamn frustrated. Um, and like the story itself was kind of like just like what, you know, um, everything just like they just throw everything at the end, kind of like how Bayonetta was handled, but I found Bayonetta way more enjoyable. But fucking just basically, I'm gonna spoil it right now. The dude, like the villain, is just like a sore fucking loser. Like the reason why this is all happening is just because he just lost to the Avatar, and like I don't know, man. It's just like really, is this really why this all happened? And he's like manipulating everyone to do his doing, that kind of thing. So I thought that was really lame, um and then like the stuff before the actual final boss fight was so goddamn annoying. I was just so glad I was done with that part. And then the final boss fight, which was just kind of like meh. So it was just, but when you're actually there was some parts where it was hype. Like when you're going into the Avatar state, it was so damn awesome. You feel like you are the Avatar, you know, and you're just mashing buttons and like you're just throwing shit everywhere and like and just stuff's just flying everywhere. It was so satisfying, but that only lasted for like a couple of seconds, and like and then you get that final boss fight that gets annoying. Once I think you're down to the very last bar and like you're like down halfway from there, you automatically go into the Avatar state, and you're just like fucking shit up from there. Um, those parts with the quick time, you know, they look cool, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like all the other stuff just like kind of ruined it for me. It really tainted it, and you know, yeah, like Kaiji said, it was very short. I finished that in like 5 hours. With all the setbacks and everything, it was 5 hours. Maybe four, if you actually played it before and then you played it again. Even probably less than that, I would say. But yeah, it's a short game. It's $15, but what was presented here, I have mixed feelings for it, and I was kind of disappointed overall. Like I was hoping that would be a little more fun, I guess. It's just, yeah. You guys will definitely hear me talk about it once I finish the game on the last part for Legend of Korra. But uh, in that video, I gave it a 6 out of 10, and that's still the same score I would give right now.
That's
6
about the
out of
same
10.
that Maximilian gave it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep,
Really? Huh.
I'm for real.
Yeah?
You can watch his archives, and it says he gave it a 6.
Ooh, all right. Well, that's pretty on par. Yeah, man, those boss fights were just so dumb. Like it was just copy and paste, and throw in a few more. You know, that was literally it. And like there was this one part where I want to point out, you're on Naga, so that already makes it worse. And on top of that, you're fighting against 3 mechs that switch around, and that really fucking got annoying. I don't know, man. That was especially with my first time playing that, it was just so damn annoying. Like, you know,
Yeah.
and
Well, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say my part. Like, I'm not much of a fan of Avatar. Like, watch the series or anything. Like, I know the series. I know about it. I've seen a bit of it, and I'm not much of a fan. But I mean, it was a platinum game. I mean, I checked it out, seen Maximilian play it, and I was gonna actually buy it myself, put it on my wish list, watch him play the whole game. And when I mean the whole game, I'm like, it was so short. I'm like, That's it. I mean, I understand it's $15, but I was expecting more. I think the thing is with this game, people got overhyped because it was platinum game, and when platinum games make good games, they're expecting Legend of Korra to be a good game. I
Mm,
mean, the Legend of Korra, this Avatar, the whole series is a highly popular series that people love, and expecting platinum games to make this game, you're expecting a very high, you're expecting a lot of stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and unfortunately, like I said, as I seen it, it's like, oh my god, this game does not live up to the hype. I mean, it's a good game. I like the combos, I like all that stuff, but it's short, it's repetitive, and you get you're just a base human until you get all the forms later at the very
Mm,
last, and expect you to replay that whole game with the forms just to 100% the whole game. No thanks.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like they didn't really put too much effort into this game. It's like a shovelware.
Oh no.
It's like a
Oh,
regular shovel. It's like a highly made shovelware game, and shovelware is mostly games that are just people just not going to buy it because it's really crappy. Like one of the movie games.
hmm,
Like it's like a movie game, but really well made movie game that's kind of good, but not very good replayability. And
yeah,
that's just
yeah,
me viewing it. Me playing it, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like it's a platinum game. It's gonna play like Bayonetta. It's gonna play like Metal Gear Rising. But it's still the theme is Legend of Korra, and it's like I say, it's a platinum game, but it's short, it's repetitive, and it looks like it's gonna get really hectic, like aggravating and in the end. So I'm like, not buying.
yeah. What was he having the same trouble
Oh yeah, he
as?
was.
Oh
He was
man.
having the same trouble with the Naga and the three mechs. He was getting a little bit frustrated. Like I was watching, I didn't see everything. I seen bits and pieces because I was
Right.
all over the place on the internet. But as I was looking at him, he was definitely getting frustrated. But he said he gave the game a 6 because he said he didn't live to too much of his expectations.
Mm, mm, yeah.
So I mean, as far as from what I noticed, I'm like not much of a expectation type of game. It's just a game that's just there, and you like Korra, you like Legend of Korra, buy it. Go
Yeah.
ahead play it. You like platinum
Exactly
games,
what.
go ahead buy it.
Yeah.
But
Exactly what I said. Hmm.
but if you're a diehard platinum game player that likes long games and super extreme combos and non-repetitive matches, don't buy it.
Yeah. I mean, I did say like, oh, yeah, for people who play are familiar with Bayonetta, maybe yeah, you can pick it up since it does play like Bayonetta. Like it does feel like you are playing Bayonetta because like even at the shop, it just literally has like the same like power ups, just like kind of with different names, and you even have like the red hot shot, which is named what I was like kind of, but obviously has a different name, but that's what exactly what it is, and you have the uh same healing item that you can only carry three and stuff like that, just like in Bayonetta. So,
It's
um,
basically platinum games. Like the platinum games did this a lot. Like they did it with Metal Gear Rising,
mm,
and the creator of DMC also is also part of Platinum Games as well. He helped out with DMC.
okay.
Like not DMC. I don't know about DMC like the remake DMC, but at least the
Oh,
classic
Devil,
DMC,
yeah, yeah, Devil May Cry, yeah.
Devil May Cry. But yeah, it's just Platinum Games formula of combos of literally hack and slash combos.
Hmm.
So it's just the fact that it's Platinum Games, but just not good.
Yeah, it's definitely. Uh, well, I mean, if in comparison, anyway, for other Platinum games, this is by far the worst one.
It's a shovelware.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
that's how I feel. That's how I view it. It's a shovelware. If it's a show, if it's a theme is from a show or a movie, I completely take it as shovelware because all these movie games, I take it as shovelware because they all don't play good. They don't try. They don't give no effort.
the only like memorable movie game that I played that was actually pretty fun was fucking the Lord of the Rings series. Like you have Two Towers, Return of the King, that kind of thing. I
Hmm.
thought I had a lot of fun with that one. I don't know, that was actually fun.
Yeah, like
And
there's some movie games that are actually good, and there's some of them that are just like, wow,
mm,
why didn't you work so hard on it? Like freaking Wreck It Ralph. Why It's a video game movie. Why would you make it crap?
Hmm.
Why would you just do that to that movie game? Like for real, I'm pretty sure a bunch of people, because I was into the whole little Wreck-It Ralph fandom thing, all them Sugar Rush things. Like people were expecting like a Sugar Rush game and a whole bunch of stuff. Nope, nope.
It's like Street Fighter all over again.
Hey,
uh,
hey.
oh man, ouch.
That's how bad it is.
Mm.
So
Speaking of,
it's like
yeah,
go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No. I was actually just saying that. So basically, yeah, that's just a fact. It's just a shovelware.
Okay.
No.
Speaking of Street Fighter, how do you guys feel about the what was it, the Omega Edition? What was it called?
Oh yeah, it's just called Mega Mode.
Mega Mode, yeah, Omega Mode or whatever. How did you guys feel about that? If
I'll let you
wanna,
start. Odd.
Oh boy, I'm gonna lose my mind over seeing YouTube videos of how people are gonna make so many explosive combos in that. Probably gonna give me a seizure, but
Oh yeah.
I'm like, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, cool. Like you got all these third strike type of move sets and everything else. Nice. Where's Alex? That's it. Where's
Yeah.
Alex?
Where's
Why
Alex?
you can't have Hugo without Alex? I know this about Mega Mode, but why? I don't want to talk about USF4 without talking about where's Alex.
Hmm.
I know I talked about Smash and how people hoping for characters and everything else, but freaking this is Street Fighter.
Right,
We
right,
know
right.
we know Capcom. Capcom just doesn't care about their fans that much.
No,
Now with Sakurai, he cares about his fans, but at the same time, it's like
he wants to make the game good.
he wants to make a good game. But
Yeah.
otherwise, for Capcom, they want money.
Oh yeah.
It's just like it's different. So I want my Alex,
not
Yeah,
to
man.
mention fill-in character.
huh?
What's up?
Well, in Ultra Street Fighter 4, I never seen this character before. DiCapri.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a completely quote unquote new character that was based in the comics. Because Bison had all these dolls that are
Clones.
based off of
Cammy.
yeah, like they're Cammy, but what was it? What are their names? Like they're French, or are they French? Because they're based off of mumps. Mumps,
Oh,
different language.
I don't know about that.
You didn't know about that? Julie?
Oh no, I knew about that, but I don't know if they're like French or whatever. Like,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know what language it is, but all I know is that they're based off of mumps, and
Okay.
and yeah, DiCaprio was one of them.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
But
Yeah.
it was definitely a douchebag move though, because they hyped up too much about the whole fifth character thing because they didn't reveal nothing, they didn't show nothing. People were expecting that it was going to be another Kemi clone, but I mean like at least a different Kemi doll, because I think Maximilian was saying like this got to be like a different Kemi doll. That's because they showed a silhouette
Yeah, I
or
remember
something.
that. Yeah. Hmm.
But as soon as he revealed her, my goodness,
Oh
why?
God. Oh
I
God.
mean,
No.
it like DiCaprio plays different, but you can't help the fact, but it looks like a clone character. It
Yeah.
looks like Cammy. Some of the movesets are like Cammy's, but of course she's a charged character, but still, it's it's still messed up though. You hyped up the character for it to be some random quote unquote clone character.
Hmm.
So it was like, God dang it. I mean,
Yeah.
like I understand we have all these Ryus, we have these Akumas and all that stuff. So I'm not saying it's bad to not have a clone character, but the way they presented it,
Yeah.
the hype, all that hype for nothing, for just a clone character.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I don't remember them doing that much of a build up when it came to like Evil Ryu and Oni, and like the Yun and Yang. They're just like, oh, we got Arcade Edition, and these are the characters. Boom, that's it. There's no
And
like,
here's the thing: people found out about those characters through hacks,
oh
and
yeah, you're right.
like by looking through the game, and people were hyped. People were actually hyped, even though they showed off the characters very because once they revealed the trailers about those characters, people already knew about it. the people that played the arcades. So it
Right.
was like, it was bittersweet. Like we already know. Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, I think the only thing that made me hype was Yun and Yang. It's like, oh my goodness, they added more Street Fighter 3 characters.
Right. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That what
Those
got me hyped.
they-
What's up?
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
I was actually more hyped since I don't play the arcade of Street Fighter, and I actually got hyped for Oni and Eva Ryu, and I was like, oh my goodness, freaking Oni, like freaking going beast mode. I don't
Right.
know, he's like beyond Satsui, and like Eva Ryu, finally he's in the game, but he's so different.
Right.
So yeah, it actually got me pretty hyped, but I know for the majority that play the arcade version actually know about the characters, so it was like they didn't put so much of a big deal.
No. No. But with the cap rate, not so much.
Yeah, so it's Capcom.
It's
Capcom's
Capcom.
been douchebag lately. People can talk about EA and all that stuff, but Capcom's a real douchebag.
Right. Right. Anything you wanted else to say about it, bro?
No, nothing else comes to mind.
Yeah.
Cause Capcom,
It's Capcom. It's
cause Capcom, there's nothing to be said. They're just douchebags.
yeah.
We
Uh,
want Mega Man back.
yeah.
I
I
mean, we got
know.
Mega Man back on Smash. But I even saw Ono in the credits of Smash Brothers on 3DS. Like in the credits, it shows Yoshi. Oh no, it showed Ono in the credits. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
of course they had to have permission to put Mega Man in Smash. So kind of gotta thank Capcom for that. Kind of.
Right. Mhm.
Honestly, have to because you can't actually put a character in another game without other companies' permission.
Oh, of course.
And so they got Mega Man from Capcom. So
Hmm. At least on that part, okay, they're cool for that. But like, fucking
everything else, nope. We're
no,
still
not at
unforgiven.
all. No, man.
Not after Mega Man Legends 3.
That doesn't make like it doesn't definitely make up for everything else that you haven't done.
Yeah.
Like first off, like yeah, this has always been talked about, but like the whole cancellation of Mega Man Legends 3,
That was such a douchebag move.
it was such a letdown.
Like I was so like people can actually put in concept art to make the game right.
Mhm.
Kenji was all up for it. He's
Mhm.
still up to this day, even while still making Mighty Number 9. He is still up to this day want to still make Mega Man Legends 3, but because he doesn't own Mega Man, he created Mega Man. He doesn't own Mega Man.
Mhm.
It's unfortunate.
Yep, it's still a trademark part of as a Capcom trademark. So yeah,
And
he doesn't have actual rights to it. Rather,
here's my thing.
Mm.
I heard about this whole like Capcom being on sale and everything else. Like after that, like it got real quiet. I don't know if they got their financial things back in order or anything, but
Mm.
as far as I know, all I can say is like only thing I want is Nintendo to buy the Mega Man part,
Mhm.
get Mega Man, hire Kenji, give Mega Man back to Kenji, and everyone's happy.
Mhm.
Just do that. Because it seems like Nintendo can take care of Mega Man easier than the Capcom. And
Right.
Kenji wants to make his Mega Man games. I mean, it is shown. All his Azure Gunvolt game, that's straight up Mega Man Zero. Mighty Number 9, that's straight up Mega Man. The final I think that there's a DLC boss or something, an extra character that he had revealed in the update not too
Mhm.
long ago. It's
Mhm.
freaking Zero. It looks like Zero. So
Oh.
it's just the fact that he misses Mega Man. He want to
Yeah.
make some Mega Man game. All his games that he's gonna make from now on is going to be Mega Man based.
Right. But no, man, fucking Capcom just
It's I don't understand. Like I understand it's because it's PR, whoever the higher ups in Japan is, PR and all
Mhm.
that stuff, but it's still stupid.
Yeah.
People will give you money. It's like that's the thing. People are like these business people are retarded.
Mm.
People are willing to give you money if you make the game they want you to make. It's really not that hard. Like, I mean, the only thing is, it's just the fact that they're greedy. But if you want to be more
Mm.
greedy, make the games that fans want. It's really not that hard. You have enough money to make like a ton of Monster Hunter games. You have a ton of money, a lot of money to make freaking DLC
Street Fighter.
for Street Fighter. You have enough money to make another Mega Man game. It is not that hard.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
And just because, no, oh my goodness, freaking, just because Darkstalkers didn't sell so much doesn't mean you didn't have to not cancel a new Darkstalkers 4. You cannot just do that. People not doesn't want to
They don't want to play a. They don't want to play Darkstalkers. They want to play a new Darkstalkers.
they want to play a new Darkstalkers. You cannot rely on the sale of a classic game, of
Mm.
an obscure classic game per se.
Mm.
Some people know only know a bit about Darkstalkers, but if you want to sell Darkstalkers, make a new game. Make a new
Mm.
Darkstalkers game. Bring in new players.
Yeah.
Like new players into the franchise.
Mm.
That's how you sell a game. Make a new game of the classic.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like they was Street Fighter. You
Yeah.
see Street Fighter brought back the fighting game community. Like it was like, they had a huge drought of fighting games. Then Street
Mm.
Fighter 4 came out of nowhere. Boom. Tournaments everywhere.
Yeah. Uh, did you want to say anything about that, Oddbro?
Well, it's either that or we look forward to Capcom Unity making fan-made games again.
uh, well, I mean, I don't know how long Capcom's gonna have their head up their ass, but
Just Nintendo buy them, give Mega Man to Kenji, hire Kenji, and just be happy, and everyone will be happy. That's
they won't be
all.
happy. Yeah, they
That's
won't be
all I
happy.
gotta say.
Mm. We've talked about this when you before you came in late on the last stream, bro. But we said like the problem, one of the main problems is just that like we said about the PRs, they're not taking their fans and the consumers seriously enough, and they only care about money, and it's just like Kaiji said, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard.
Like,
But
we don't make games, we're not PRs, we're not anything like that. But as far as I know, how games were made back then and how they were just flying all over the place, we want that back.
hmm
They took risk. They made games,
hmm
not all these freaking DLC crap. They made games.
right. But
And it's
nowadays,
like,
just yeah. But now it's just
I don't touch my like Steam games no more. Like, I barely touch my 100+ Steam games when it comes to any game. Games these days, besides Capcom, well, including with Capcom, is not fun. You're either short, you either had to pay DLC to play with the extra content with it, or it's just extremely just graphical with a bunch of bugs, and it's very short.
And a
right.
lack of
Ga-
replay value.
that games used to have replay value. A lot of games do.
And it's still
Not
being
even
replayed today.
Yeah, some are being replayed today, but not as much as they used to.
Right. 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 And yeah, like again with like, not taking it seriously with the consumers and stuff like that. They're not taking risks, and they're just kind of just rehashing the same exact idea or like the same theme, if you will. Like, um, I mean, for example, like uh, Call of Duty.
God
Let's say.
dang,
Yeah.
freaking FPS.
Oof, man.
Too much FPS. Too much FPS.
That
Getting
was
sick
yeah.
tired of all the FPS.
Right. We got like Destiny and fucking,
Titanfall.
Titanfall, even Far Cry, but at least Far Cry you can have fun with that, but like, yeah, those kinds of games, the competitive online FPS, personally, it's kind of getting tiresome. I mean, I am gonna get Advanced Warfare just because I kind of want to refresh myself after not playing Ghost because I dropped that after a couple literally like 2 weeks like after
I
finishing.
tried Ghost after sharing a game on Steam
Mhm,
just to see how that game is.
mhm,
Disappointment. Like I'm not even a fan of COD. I don't like COD. COD is too much. Like the gameplay, everything else is not really interesting. The
mhm,
way the gun fires and everything else is just really uninteresting. I
mhm.
mean, it's I just really don't find it that interesting. So it's overpopularized. So when it came to Ghost, I was like, I played what was it called? Black Ops? Yeah, the first Black Ops, and I actually kind of enjoyed the story with that one.
Yeah.
And I haven't played a bit online, but other than that, I played Ghost, tried out the campaign. Oh my God, the optimization on the PC version is sucks. And then I played the story mode. Was done after 20 minutes. Done.
Yeah. There's
I'm
that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's just the fact that I'm a PC player. I don't have a PS3, 360. I mean, the PC is supposed to have, the high specs, and everything else. Like it's supposed to meet beyond the console. I mean, not down in the console or anything, but if you're gonna have a game ported to the PC, you need to make sure it's maxed out and good.
Yeah.
So when I saw Ghost, it was not maxed out. It was really just crap. So,
And before obligatory fanboy says PC Master Race.
oh God, I'm really tired of that. I'm a PC player, and I'm really not fond of that freaking
Phrase.
PC Master Race lingo. Like, for real, grow up. I mean, there's things that PC can't do versus console, and the thing is, a console is just another PC. Just it's for selling. You're
Right.
selling customers another PC, just mostly built for games.
Right.
That's the thing about consoles. When it comes to PC can't do everything that console can do. So that's why it's the selling point. And when it comes to PC, even though we have the graphics, we don't have the games. We have the
No.
same. We really don't have the games. Bring some freaking fighting games. Bring a lot of fighting games into the PC. Into PC, and then we can talk about some games. Bring some fighting games. I'm tired
Right.
of seeing all these FPS and MOBA and RPG and RTS and all that crap. I'm tired of seeing that. Bring some fighting games.
Mhm. Yeah, and of course, Nintendo will never ever
Oh
friggin'
yeah, Nintendo. I appreciate Nintendo's
policy.
solo, like keeping it to themselves. And
Right.
that's like, I'm always personally PC and Nintendo. At least
Hmm.
like people can talk about how Nintendo's kiddie and all that stuff, but at least they're dedicated to making games and making games fun.
Exactly.
Their Mario games are actually hard. Their
Right.
games are not easy. Kirby may be cute and all, but it has a dark side to it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
People need to stop bashing on Nintendo just because
It
it looks so
looks
kiddie.
kitty or whatever.
It doesn't look like Call of Duty. It's not freaking dark. It doesn't have blood in it. God dang, stop having a freaking closed mind.
Mm.
Wake up. Look at these games. Try out these games before you judge.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Like I was a PC gamer myself. I've always played stuff like StarCraft and Battlefield 1942. Those were like the two main games that I played. And that was like pretty much my peak. And I don't know, something happened, and I just stopped playing PC games anymore. Because I think it was just like the fact that when it comes to handling PCs, it's just too complicated for me. And I'm a lazy dude, so I don't like dealing with those kind of PC problems. Where like, oh, you have to change out the graphics card. Oh, you have to, do this. You have to program this and this and that. Like, oh God, no, I don't want to deal with that. I'm just that kind of guy. So that's why,
Which makes sense.
yeah,
PC's not for everyone because of the upgrade, the maintenance. The
Right.
only way you can get a good PC is by upgrading it. That's the
Yeah.
only. That's a good thing about PC, that the graphics can be upgraded versus a console that stays at the same graphics
Hmm.
versus PC that you can upgrade at any time. But that's patience. That's up to that person if they want to keep upgrading, because it takes a lot of time and a lot of money to upgrade a PC to meet it at quote unquote PC master race.
Hmm. And yeah, again, like, calling yourselves a master race, I find that kind of like
It's
dumb.
childish. It's it's
It's
it's immature. It's childish. It's cocky. It's dumb.
it really is like it's like okay, well, I mean, yeah, you call yourselves a master race, and yet you only have these games, these types of games, like MOBAs, FPSs, and RTSs. You know, so I don't even know why they even call themselves a master race. Like, yeah, sure, like you have the graphical power, but you're not gonna see much games, so it's just you're only limited to so many games, and like and meanwhile, you're not gonna be able to play Nintendo, at least legitimately. And even with that, you can you can only do so much with emulation.
Yeah,
And
emulation is very buggy. And
yeah,
let's talk about bugs. People with different PCs. That's the only thing good about consoles, because if the consoles are the same, the only thing you have to worry about is the internet. With PC, you got to worry about a person's hardware and a console. I'm playing
mm,
Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolutions, and the only thing that make the game run better for both people is both people have a good net and also a good hardware. If you have a good hardware, you're gonna lag. That game has nothing but lag because people want to play that game at their sucky hardware.
mm,
So it also matters on hardware, because you got to worry about. You wonder why people lag. You wonder why a lot of people lag on a certain server or a game, because everyone has a different PC. You either have a good PC or a bad one, or a good net or bad net. Like
mm,
with console, you
mm,
just had to worry about net. With PC, you
mm,
had to worry about net and hardware.
mm.
People want to like, oh, my PC can definitely run this and run everything at max, even though I got a low res system.
Yeah.
What
Bro,
concern,
did you want to say something?
what concerns me a little bit more about that in regards to developers making the games for the PC is if they're willing to make it, especially if it's just to be released for the PC, will it affect how or what mood they or what pace they have to make it under, or unlike the consoles that have to license and get an expected due date for them? And another being if the community can take their own responsibility, because we know how Steam has this early access thing going on and people got to test and send feedback to them. If the developer can take their feedback into consideration as they are developing them, speeding up the process.
Like, I haven't seen much of actual companies doing early access. I've seen indie developers. Like, most of
Right.
those early access games are mostly indie games.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's just a matter of yeah, most of those early access are mostly just indie games. So that's all I can take from it.
Eh,
Yeah.
and some of the indie games are, well, um, indie games in regards to the horror genre, there has been more and more going on. We've already gotten one day, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 got listed, and the next day it's already been greenlit.
Oh, sorry, the Greenlit?
Yeah.
Oh well. I mean, I was expecting that game to come out anyway, but that's fast.
Yeah, didn't they already announce? Yeah, they announced the sequel for her, right?
Yeah, I already made a trailer and everything. It's seeing that it's already I already seen it in the green light section, but I didn't know they already greenlit it that fast.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a matter of when it comes out.
Yeah.
And one thing to notice is that you don't need good graphics to make such a successful title.
Look at these
Yeah.
indie developers making better games than freaking real actual companies. I mean,
Right.
there's some games that kind of look like crap. I mean, they're like noticeable crap. But at the same time, there are other indie games that look better than freaking Street Fighter.
Right. Especially with like like yeah, that's a nice thing to bring up. Let's say let's compare Skullgirls to Street Fighter. Like which one do you think looks a little more stylish? I think Skullgirls looks way more stylish. It has way more character. You know?
Like it doesn't have way more characters, but I mean, like it has a good art style. It plays
Yeah.
like Marvel's Capcom. I mean, the game plays just like Marvel's Capcom,
Mm.
and you could do so much more.
Yeah.
Like it may not have 30 plus characters, and of course they're gonna keep adding more characters as they keep drawing it. It's an indie game. It's not
Mm.
a actual company that's making a whole bunch of characters all at once. But
Mm.
it's a good fighting game. And like with me, it's a variety of it's a variety. Like you can choose to play this game if it's their type of game. If it's a game that you like, Marvel's Capcom, because I think that game is more geared to people that play like Marvel's Capcom. Because I'm
Mm.
bad at that game. I'll honestly say that.
Mm.
But it is a game that you literally choose to play because is that if it's your type of fighting game, you don't have to always play USF4. That's why I'm saying they need to bring more fighting games into PC because freaking I see a bunch of new 2D games like Under Night in Birth or
Mm.
freaking Blaze Blue or Guilty Gear Xrd that got Unreal Engine that better come to PC.
Mm.
Almost every single Unreal Engine game comes to PC, so like I'm having high hopes on that. But other than that, I'm just saying we need more fighting games. Bring back the classics. At least put
Mm.
in like a Street Fighter collection
Mm.
of all the Alpha series. Put online on them. Bring freaking Darkstalkers online and stop trying to use this GGPO emulated crap.
Yeah.
I like to have everything in one place. That's why I'm like, bring it to Steam, please, because I'm tired of downloading multiple stuff at once, filling up my space in my hard drive.
Did you want to say anything more about that, bro?
Well, when it comes to games that actually grant you early access, you better make sure you not to set your expectations as you would for most other games that have been coming out in the mainstream.
That's why it's called early access. That's why it's called beta. That's why it's called alpha. People be judging. Like it's early access. What do you expect for it to be? Full $60 game? It's bugs. There's issues with it. Of course it's gonna suck. Of course it's gonna look bad. They're bringing it out there for testing testing out
Purposes.
the game.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to this one game, it's a console game that's going to become the PC, Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Mm.
They brought out beta for the PS3, and people played the Japan version early. People got
Mm.
upset, thinking that some people got upset. I know a famous YouTuber that got upset, thinking that all that hype was not the hype for the game was just literally just hype and not really expectations. Well, yeah, it was literally expectations. Like it was going to be like Budokai 3, or anything. The beta was there just to test out the network. It was clear as day. Network test, not the full game, not just beta game that will have the full stuff into it. It was literally just network test. The game was not finished, and that was it. There was nothing to be judging for that game for. Stop expecting the game to be good at a beta form.
Mm.
Like people have got this clear mind of, oh my god, the game is beta. Oh my god, this game is gonna be just like the real version. Plays it. Oh my god, this game is gonna suck anyway. It's a freaking beta.
Please criticize responsibly.
Hey,
Um, there are a few exceptions though. Let's say Battlefield 4.
oh god, I got that
That
game. I said I play it, but that game, my goodness.
pretty much like Battlefield 4. They even had a beta for it. When the game came out, it was pretty much just like the beta. Like they didn't even do anything for it. Like despite all the probably all the all this like responses and stuff like that. Oh, you need to fix this. You need to fix that. They didn't even do shit to it. It was literally just like the beta, but it was at $60, and holy shit, it was horrible. Like for not for first couple of weeks, it was like I think it took months before they actually actually come out with an actual patch to fix some of the stuff. But my God, oh man, that game, dude. Oh, especially when you're playing, when you're trying to play the campaign mode of all things. The game didn't even fucking save. Like it had a save bug. You couldn't even save your progress. So every time you turn off the game, boom, you're back to square one. So and the campaign's not even all that worth it. So it's like, wow, this is so horrible.
And to think that the teaser trailers for the game made it so hyped up.
Right. Mm. Yeah, like it looked promising. I mean, of course, graphically it looked good. It ran at 60 frames per second, even on the console. So it's just something kind of revolutionary because Battlefield always played at 30 frames per second on consoles, but for the PS4 version, it was 60. So it was something pretty promising, right? With all the other crap that, like the glitches, bugs, all that, especially when you're playing online, holy fuck, they ruined it so bad. It was so bad. And when it worked, but that was like a rare occasion. So I just couldn't handle it anymore. I played that for like a month, pretty much, and I just put it down. I couldn't even fucking go on with it anymore. That game, dude. I don't know what to expect for Hardline, to be honest, and I'm definitely not expecting good things about it. Just to kind of help soften the impact when the game has like all these glitches and stuff like that. Not saying that I'm 100% sure on getting the game. I'm kind of considering because the fact that it is sort of different with it's kind of steering away from the whole like Modern Warfare thing. It's more towards cops and robbers.
Oh, yeah, talking about Battlefield Hardline?
Hardline, yeah. I was saying like, the Battlefield 4 had all these glitches, bugs, and all this shit, and it just ruined it for me. Like despite having 60 frames per second, good graphics, good sound, it kind of felt like a warfare simulator, when it actually worked, and.
Right.
Yeah, when versus comparing it to Call of Duty. But yeah, dude, like everything else kind of just ruined it, and I couldn't play it. And I was saying, I don't know what to expect for Hardline, and I'm definitely not expecting good things right now because the way they treated Battlefield 4. So it's EA, also. So
Makes
yeah,
sense. I mean, I played I played the beta for Battlefield Hardline.
okay,
I wasn't really, trying to check all the bugs. I mean, I'm pretty sure there were bugs, but I didn't notice any. I
mm,
played the game and it's freaking fun. People kept comparing it to freaking Payday 2, and I'm like,
mm.
okay. I mean, it's Battlefield. It's Battlefield with just cops and robbers copy and paste it into it. Well, Battlefield 4, of course, yes, they had a beta, and yes, they brought up full game that had all them bugs that took them almost, I guess, a year or two
Oh
for
yeah,
them to
yeah, yeah.
fix it. I mean, they literally fixed the game. I'm playing it right now, and they fixed the game. The game is fixed, and all them errors are no more. So with
Right.
Hardline, I mean, they promoted this game hard. They had a beta come out as soon as the E3 came out. As soon
Mm.
as they announced the E3, the beta was out. They had a freaking rooftop of people on the rooftop playing the game. They hard promoted that game. So, and I
Mm.
keep hearing news about them saying that they're gonna make sure they do this right. It's gonna make sure it's not a Battlefield 4. So That's all we can just for people
All you can do
that's
is just
wondering.
we can just all you can do is just wait. And
Yeah, that's basically it. All you can do is wait. I'm pretty sure there's a reason why Battlefield 4 didn't do so good as far as how its launch came out. But they said they're gonna try to make it a good launch.
well, then I would hope so then. And I kind of considered getting it because it's a little different. It's like cops and robbers. So
Yeah,
I am kind of considering it still. So,
and plus it has a story.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Battlefield 4. I mentioned the story
It's
while you
just
were gone, and there was like
yeah,
pretty much
It's
It's
just
just
basically just a story of this dude. When it comes, oh, I don't know. All I know is it's freaking it's Marines. That's all I can say. It's Marines.
it's
You're
just
a
Marines.
person that, yeah, it's a story to it, but it's just you're just a Marine.
It wasn't. No, it didn't. It really didn't like kind of play like a story. It was just kind of like, oh, this happened. Oh, this happened. Oh, this happened. This happened. This
Yep.
happened. There was no sense of like progression or like some kind of story. Yeah, like kind of any kind of like story progression per se. It was just
Yeah.
this happened, and
They
because that happened, this happened. Oh,
and
because this happened, this happened. That
and
kind of
that's the
thing.
thing. That's the poor thing about these games. Games with multiplayer has poor story. They
Right.
don't focus on the story. They focus on the multiplayer. That's why these multiplayer is supposed to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And if people focus on multiplayer more than the story, that's why
Mm-hmm.
all these the story in these games are not so good.
Mm-hmm.
They don't put hard work to it.
I um I honestly found like, the Modern Warfare stories to be more entertaining. Like they actually, it was a basic story, sure. Although there were some parts that were pretty cool, like especially with Makarov, like fucking shooting up the people, the people at the airport. I was like, whoa, you know, like you don't see that every fucking day.
Oh, you
Even
mean that Call of Duty one?
yeah, Modern Warfare
Oh
2.
God, yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. That was too graphical. That was
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh my goodness, you're actually an enemy doing this stuff. Like, oh, controversy, controversy.
right. They did, yeah, like see, that's what I kind of liked about that those Call of Duties because they took risks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's I mean, I mean, although they're kind of they are graphical, sure, but they still have balls. That's what I like about it. And
No, I
um,
do want to talk about something, but keep on going.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, um, yeah, like I said, they had the balls to do it, and I mean, it's not exactly something like I particularly enjoyed, but I felt like it added something to the story. So I was like, wow, all right, well, this is definitely quite the story for this Call of Duty anyway. I definitely like the first one, Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty 4 as people mostly call it.
Mhm.
Third one was kind of like, okay, well, that is just like a nice little wrap up to the Modern Warfare saga, if you will. Um, there were some moments that I kind of grew a little sobby. Um, Spoiler alert, Soap dies. um, yeah, but yeah, otherwise, yeah, that was like the only like um, stories that I actually enjoyed that have hugely focused multiplayers, like especially with Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, that kind of thing. And oh yeah, and of course, how can I forget Call of Duty 4? And um, when it comes to like Borderlands, I actually enjoyed that one especially because, especially with Borderlands 2, that one had way more story. And I really enjoyed Handsome Jack as a villain. He was fucking awesome. He was definitely one of my favorite villains, video game villains of all time. And and I definitely like the characters that were in there too, like other than Handsome Jack. Like this main characters, even though you don't really see the main characters together per se. But still, it was a great story. I liked it. Um, and the thing is that the multiplayer in that one is not so much as popular as, let's say, Call of Duty.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get back to the point of the whole taking risk and making games a bit graphic.
Oh yeah.
Okay, y'all heard of the trailer Hatred?
Oh, I have not seen it, but I heard things about it.
Oh God, you see it and you be like, wow, that shouldn't happen. Like we play FPS games, we play crazy stuff, but
Mm,
that trailer, that what it showed in the trailer and what the whole game was just about
mm,
is just utter ridiculous. Like literally just a childish cliche type of game of just literally being just a person that just kill people and that's it. You're just a person that just kills people, that hates people and just want to kill people. That's a whole nutshell.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
You're literally killing people that screaming and hollering like, "Oh my God, don't do boom."
Oh,
That's it.
Jesus.
Wow.
I will link you the trailer and you'd be like, "Wow, why?" And that's the thing when it comes to taking risk. People can like try to defend a game and like it's just a video. No, there have been many games that's been on a high controversy to where it got into court. Like I think they remember this one game that was like about it was this game that was about some I think it was a shootout in school, and somebody actually made a game of that, and I think it was a highly controversial game that got canned or something like that or canceled. I can't
Uh-huh.
remember what it was, but all I remember was it was a game that was based on a real life shooting in school.
Mhm.
This is probably not based on anything else but the fact that you're just a serial killer that hates humans and just killing people at helpless needs. We
Mhm.
got GTA, but GTA has objectives. It has its own story. It
Right.
lets you do whatever you want. We have freaking Postal. It was hilarious gags. It was nothing to be serious about. It was literally just stupidity.
Mhm.
This is dark, serious, just straight up massacres with no story, no objective, just straight killing people.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
that's it. I'm like, why? Wow. And I'll link you that as well.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I mean, like it. Like I said before, when it came to like taking risks, at least with this, when I was talking about Modern Warfare 2, that actually meant something for the story, right? But from what you said, you're just literally killing people, so that's not really adding anything. It's not really. There's no reason, pretty much, or at least any clear reason. So that's a little different. I think that's taking it too far, pretty much, and yeah, there's no reason for it. So it's just like why, you know?
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Did you want to say anything about hatred, bro?
I am at a loss for words.
Hold on. If you haven't seen the trailer, bruh, you will get words. You will have words to say. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. And I think the original trailer's been taken down because
Oh,
I
no,
can't.
okay.
Because usually it's supposed to. Once I typed in the word hatred game, it was supposed to pop up as the first thing because it has a bunch of negative views.
Mm,
So I can't find the original video.
To think that the objective of the game can be so baseline and yet so negative.
Like I understand FPS games. I understand all these like GTA type games, but just a game that you're literally just you have a mind of just a serial killer and just really killing people and that's it. Innocent bystanders. That's all you're doing. Like
mm.
what the freak?
uh, yeah, like yeah. At least yeah, with like you said, GTA, all that stuff. At least there's something else besides. It's not just about
Oh,
jacking cars and killing people, even though that's what a lot of people do. But there's an actual story for it.
you got objectives. You can do more than just that. It's
Yeah,
not what the game offers. It offers you to just immerse in the game and do whatever you want.
and it's
It
like
gives you the option,
yeah.
which most people do, which is just to kill and steal cars and do a bunch of retarded stuff.
Mm,
It has an ejection. It has a storyline to it. It has three characters. Like GTA 5 has three characters you can play as. It
mm,
has different storylines that come together,
mm,
and that's pretty much it.
right.
I linked you the video. It's from a different other channel, but it's
Oh
not
yeah, yeah.
not from the original channel, but it's the actual trailer.
Okay.
Oh my
Uh,
god, the way he talked, the way the introduction is super cliche, and
okay.
then once you get into the gameplay, you'd be like, why?
I will take a look at that later. Obviously, I don't want to show it on this podcast because it might get taken down to like
Hey, that's
community.
fine. I understand. Trust me, I
Yeah,
understand. But I'm just
yeah,
like you look at that. So next time,
yeah,
whenever we make another podcast, we can discuss it more and be like, oh
yeah.
wow,
Definitely, we will have words and things to say about hatred,
yeah,
other than maybe oh, you're killing people, that kind of thing. But Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Like I've heard negative things about it, and including do you watch Alpha Omega Sin on YouTube?
Me, I don't think I do.
Okay,
Barely.
okay. Yeah, he did talk about it, and I that's what I got my um sort of like my news from it.
Hmm.
And after that, I was checking out other people's reactions or thoughts about that particular trailer, and yeah, they're not great. They're not. They're all negative and ugh. Yeah. It must be that bad, eh?
It's extremely bad.
Mm. I wonder. It's like did I wonder if there was anything like that before. Hatred, like anything like super controversial, so much that
That's what I said before. It was this game back then that was based off a real life serial killing in
showing. Yeah, okay.
School,
Mm,
yeah. And I'm pretty sure there's more, but that's the only thing I could think of.
okay.
But this right here takes more than just some school. No, this is like
Like a city, or is it like a
it's like
town?
it's almost like a city, but it's a top down shooter, but it's like it's literally graphic.
Wow.
You'll see the trailer. You'll see
Okay.
it.
Yeah. I'll take a look at that later, and we will definitely have words to say. Um, did you guys want to talk about anything like what games you've picked up or what games you've been playing lately? Like for my I like how I played Legend of Korra lately.
I haven't picked up them much yet. My wish list is kind of full
Yeah.
on my 3DS and Wii U. I'm missing
Mm.
a lot of games on my 3DS, a bunch of games that I want to play. And then when it comes to my Steam, I got wish list on there. I'm waiting on Dragon Ball Xenoverse to come on
Mm.
PC, which would be the first DBZ game to come on PC. I'm a DBZ fanatic. I love
Yeah.
DBZ. So yeah, I want to play Lethal League. I heard about that game. It's really amazing. Um, what else? I heard about Yatagaratsu. It's supposed to be coming soon.
Oh yeah, that's PC, right?
It's
Only?
PC. No,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's coming to other consoles, but it's PC.
Yeah.
It was PC first. Then
Yeah.
it had a trailer of it coming to 3DS, but I guess it got canned. It's going to be coming to the beta.
Uh-huh.
I'm into car games, so I'm looking forward to Project Cars. Is just a car game. Um, that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. Uh, what about you, bro? Have you played anything or picked up anything, or are you keep is there a game that you are playing currently, that kind of thing?
Carmageddon Reincarnation. They're going to reinvent the carnage in the car racing game.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. What's that on?
It's on PC and it will be released on PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay. Carmageddon, eh? Um, and like, what about like a wish list, if you will?
I think you might know the answer to some of those.
Oh yeah, right. But well, yeah, I guess. um, all right. So when it comes to myself, a wish list, obviously already Smash, Pokemon, Omega Ruby, um, also Guilty Gear Xrd. Definitely want to get that.
It's just
Um,
please come to PC and I'll be happy.
yeah. I am getting on the PS3 though because I am getting the limited edition one, so I am gonna get the soundtrack and I think the art book as well. So I think that's pretty cool. The PS4 version, I was gonna get that, but I was like, yeah, it's just upres. Is it really worth it? Not really, I think. And I mean, I think they are coming out with a fight stick for the PS4 version.
They
But I
are.
already have one on the PS3 version,
Yeah, that's
so
why Max Moon's getting a PS3 version though.
yeah, yeah. I already have a stick for it, so I'm not gonna really spend more money on it until like the PS4 like has more fighting games that go well with fight sticks. So yeah, definitely not soon. Um, yeah, so there's that. Sonic Boom. That's another one on my list. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I already got some games that were on my wish list, such as Bayonetta 2. I've yet to play that yet because my friend had some things to do, so we couldn't record sometime anytime this week. So we are definitely going to do that next week and hopefully get that thing rolling. Um, but yeah, otherwise that's pretty much it. Not gonna get anything else, I don't think. Um, but yeah, um, when it comes to like uh, Sonic Boom expectations, uh, you know, I am kind of trying to want to see something different. This definitely as it's being developed by an American company now, or for this one anyway. Unlike other games, so I'm really curious as to see how this is gonna roll, and whether the game is good or bad, we are gonna do a full let's play of it. So it'll be a nice experience, especially after playing Sonic Lost World.
Oh, you talking about Boom?
Sonic Boom, yeah, Boom.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's whether the game is bad or
Like
not.
like I was trying to see if I could try to get that game some credit, but it's just I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
design was one thing, but it's made by a different company, so of course the designs aren't permanent. So I like okay, relief. Um, it's Sonic Hero style,
Mm.
and I don't like how the dialogue plays. Of course, it's target for kids, but goodness, the dialogue is so corny
Yeah, it's really
and
cheesy.
it's cheesy. Now, I'm like, when I'm looking at Maximilian play Sonic Generations and the way how Tails talk, I'm like, oh god, he's still not gonna like this game because how
No.
Tails talk. Oh
Mm.
god, how the characters talk is just so cheesy.
Yeah,
How's the
definitely
TV
got that.
series play out?
What's up?
Huh?
And once it goes out on the TV series, we're wondering how that's gonna go.
Oh god,
Oh man, I don't watch TV, but
me
you know
neither.
what? You know what? Um, I'm pretty sure someone's gonna post it online anyway, so I'm just gonna check it out from there. But
Lol. But I mean, I can't say it's gonna be better than Sonic X. I mean, if anybody watched Japan version of Sonic X, it was straight. Because if
yeah.
you watch the English version, nope,
Oh
just nope
God.
everything.
Woo, man.
Nope
Woo.
everything on
That's
Sonic
another
US
topic we
version.
can cover, and probably we can even make a 3 hour conversation out of that. But anyways, yeah.
We could talk about animated shows in the next podcast.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah. When it comes to Sonic Boom, I'm like I said before, I am just gonna play it and see how that rolls, and
And
um,
that's good because you're actually trying out the game before judging.
yeah,
I,
exactly.
I won't have no way of trying out the game because I don't have a Wii U.
Yeah.
But yeah, it all depends because I know actual people that like you that's going to play the game. I can actually see, I can actually see how the person is playing it. Because versus actual reviews, quote unquote, IGN, quote unquote, um, GameSpot and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We don't
Polygon.
know how that person had played the game, and they give like blind reviews.
Oh
Versus
fuck no.
one like you actually will play the game and you can give your review from right there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. I'm. You know what? Yeah. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it because I'm really curious as to how um, the guys who were from Naughty Dog are gonna develop that game. So yeah, looking forward to it. I'm really curious, and I really want to see how this whole thing plays out. And um, as I said before, whether it's good or bad, I'm gonna keep playing it until we finish. And gladly, it was co-op, I think. So we are gonna be able to be playing that the entire time, hopefully, and have no one be sitting. So
co-op Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm hoping anyway. But yep, just gonna have to wait. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
Um, and of course, can't really say much for Guilty Gear Xrd because other than well, I fucking want to play it now because that thing looks fucking awesome. It
Just bring the PC and I'll care more about it. That's all I can say.
yeah,
Because I like
and
all these other fighting games are not on PC. Like I like it, but I want it to be on PC, so I can't really care much about it unless it comes to PC.
hmm and that one like when it comes to like the actual art style, like the way the graphics,
It's
that
genius.
oh man, that is doing it right. Like
That is genius.
that is genius. Like it looks like it's 2D, but it's cell shaded 3D. But I don't know, dude. It's just something about it that looks so goddamn cool. And I kind of wish Street Fighter was like that instead of full like whatever 3D or whatever.
Steroid 3D.
Yeah, like full on 3D and
I
um
mean, like it did a good job. I mean, it did it before. It was in the past, but it
yeah
did a good job as it per se. But
yeah
if we're hoping for Street Fighter Five, let's hope it has that cell shaded. But we're dealing with two different companies,
exactly.
two different developers and companies. They're
I'm
gonna have
pretty
to
sure.
hire. They're gonna have to like cross over and help them make that game. And if they're gonna have the graphics like that,
Right. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll do something different with this style, but I'm just if it's like the same exact fucking style, and I'll just be like, oh fucking god, no.
like why are you doing Street Fighter Four style? I mean, all the different versions of Street Fighter had a different gameplay, different
Mm,
yeah, like graphical gameplay.
mm,
It better be different than five. I mean, I can't imagine what it could be. It just better be different than four.
right.
Because I don't want to play four again. If I'm playing five, I won't play four again.
Mm. And hopefully the actual game mechanics themselves is going to be kind of somewhat different. Maybe
Yeah,
perhaps bring back pairing or something, but
bring back
maybe
Perry, please.
yeah, right. But I'm expecting not, and they're probably gonna try something different.
Make the game fast. Bring
Oh
some
yeah, I think
combos instead of linkers. Bring some combos. Like make the game ridiculous. People want a ridiculous game. Like people like that Marvel.
yeah,
Where's
yeah,
Marvel?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't know much about Marvel. I can't I don't I'm not good at Marvel, but all I know is the crazy combos make Marvel a great game that people are interested in. Bring like make it like how Alpha is like the combos linked. Like there was like a bunch of crazy combos you can do. Um,
hmm
like even Darkstalkers had crazy link combos. Just make
hmm
something fast. Make a fast-paced game. Street Fighter, like I like Street Fighter 4, but I don't play it as much as I used to. I used to be all over that
Right.
game. Now I'm like, game's so slow now. I'm playing Smash. I switched to Ultra. I mean, they're different, both different games, but as far as speed is concerned, Smash 4 is faster than Street Fighter 4. Like I can actually
Right.
do
Yeah.
combos. I want combos. Like it's hard to do combos on four versus I mean yeah, it's hard to do combos on four versus other Street Fighter games. So that's why I'm like make the game fast
hmm
and less lag. Like less play gameplay lag.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Um, yeah. Personally, I would be up for a much faster Street Fighter and kind of make it play like uh Street Fighter Alpha series.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah,
Or at least
three.
yeah, Alpha 3. Yeah, there you go. I mean, if it plays like that, I would be totally down for that. And make it a little more combo eccentric. This time around because we already had a game, that does all these linkers and stuff. So hopefully, maybe Street Fighter 5, they'll do something like that. Uh, and of course, like I said before, change up the art style. Hopefully. and
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm kind of done with that 3D gimmick. I kind of want. I personally would want pixel art to come back, pixel sprites. Just
Yeah. Like only like indie, it's mostly indie developers been bringing back the pixel, but
yeah,
yeah, like either like do I think SNK is making another KOF game, but it's gonna be like 3D ish. But
no,
if you're gonna bring back some pixel, just freaking do what KOF did with KOF 13,
mm.
or just like I
But
said, if they can just get a whole different engine, make a whole different engine, just like how Arc System made theirs, do it
mm,
like that. Get their 2D/3D cell shade.
right, yeah, that would look fucking fantastic.
Yep.
Um, and of course, if they do it right, of course. But yeah, I really am wishing for something way more different when it comes to art style. Uh, I mean, personally, like yeah, Street Fighter 4, they played it safe. So they went with 3D. It looks okay right now. I mean, back then I was like, all right, this is kind of cool. This is kind of new because there's no
EX.
3D.
It was made by a different
Well,
developer though.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there was EX, but at least this one looked, way, way, way better, of course. But because it's on PS3, Xbox, whatever. But yeah, I'm kind of done with that, and I'm just hoping something different now when it comes to art style.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, bro? What anything else different that you're hoping for Street Fighter Five?
I haven't looked further into it yet.
Okay, but anything like you anything else you would want in Street Fighter Five that they haven't done already or whatever?
This might be a bit of a doozy, but back in their days when Capcom worked with Ariga to make the Street Fighter EX series, some of that has been hit and miss. I'm wondering if they're going to bring characters from that in there.
uh, um, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Cause
I
like didn't
don't
that
I don't
company?
think I don't really think that's gonna happen because I think I remember hearing about that and they were saying and I think it was said something about like those characters are strictly Akira and like you gotta have I think Akira permission. I don't know. It's something around the area, but they're those are characters made by them, and you gotta have permission by with them to get those characters back.
And like yeah, the problem is that well they haven't had any contact with them, looks like so that's
That's
why you
that.
can't. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the problem. So it looks like we're not going to see those characters for a very, very long time unless they just come out of the blue and be like, "Oh, do you remember us? We kind of helped you make this game, and we were kind of wondering if we can help out with
Lol.
the next Street Fighter." Lol, I don't know, something like that. But that's very unlikely, and can't really expect for them to bring back those EX characters as much as I wanted them to. But well, that's oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Did did you guys want to bring anything else up for
Yeah,
what was it?
well,
What's up?
I'm trying to remain as optimistic as possible with Nintendo as far as their game releases alongside Namco go. So far, they have a good record with their racing games like F-Zero and Mario Kart. But with a tease of Pokken Tournament to be airing out on the arcades in Japan and not expecting it to come out worldwide or on any other console, it
Hmm?
makes me wonder if they're trying to make a new experiment or something.
I think they are. There's been word that they're like trying to test out something, like they're trying to test out a new system, and that's why they're gonna with the tradition of putting it out on arcades in Japan, see their reactions, and see how that goes. And I think Pokken is gonna be like the it's gonna pretty much be their excuse to test out something. And Probably, most likely, they're gonna make that into a thing in Tekken, perhaps, but who knows? And but yeah, um, now that you bring up Pokken, yeah, I'm really hoping, yeah, like you said, um, have it come out here uh, sometime soon. But yeah, who knows? With all the new systems working and whatever that they're trying to implement into their fighting game. Because I heard it's gonna have no highs and lows and mids or whatever. So I'm really curious as to how that's going to work. And it's like they said it like it's a system will make it so that any Pokemon can be in the game. So, yeah.
All I can say is
Um,
fighting games. I love it. Gonna play it. Let's go.
yeah. Yes. That's another way to put it. I want it to come out here soon. Please do so. Please make it happen soon. I mean, but on a serious note though, like I was just really surprised that a Pokemon fighting game is a thing because like that's always been one of um my dream games per se. Like that's always something I wanted to happen. Like freaking a fighting game dedicated to Pokemon, and not counting Smash.
And not
And
counting no fan made Mugen either.
oh fuck that shit, no. Like something legitimate from like a video game company, like Capcom, but we got Namco doing it, so I thought that was really cool. And it's funny that they're calling it Pokken because like Tekken, blah blah blah. But so, what about you? How did you feel when they first announced it?
It makes me think of Namco in the new lights.
Right? And like, um, I've been really liking Namco now that because lately they've been helping out with Smash and um makes me
Like y'all
wonder
don't.
like
I'm
what
sorry. Go ahead.
oh yeah, it just makes me wonder like what they're gonna do in the future after Pokken. Like are they gonna do something different, or like is Namco gonna take more of their franchises and try to make something of their own, sort of, that kind of thing. And that might open up doors for third-party companies to come back and help them, you know, develop more games, because that's what Nintendo's been trying to do, or that's what fans want them to do anyway.
Like when it comes to Namco, you're like people probably just don't understand how much work they've been doing. They've been helping out Nintendo. They've been helping out. They've been making like Tekken Revolution, I think it was called. They're making
Yeah.
Tekken 7. They're making a Tekken Cross Street Fighter. They've been making a ton of games. Um, they've been making multiple games all at once and still making them. They're hard at work. I will not, give them props for their anime version games because most of the anime version games suck. They kind of,
Oh yeah.
like freaking um Cyber Connect 2 games or there been issues with those, and
Oh
freaking
yeah.
DBZ games. Let's not talk about those. Freaking DBZ. Oh, god dang. All these multiple developers making DBZ was a bad idea. I don't know what made them go drunk and make all these bad games. But I'm hoping Xenoverse will be good. But it's just
Mhm.
the fact that Namco is making all these games all at once, and they're still working so hard. I mean, we're going to be getting Tekken Cross Street Fighter. We're going to be getting Tekken 7. We're going to get this Pokken game. They're
Mhm.
almost finished. They're almost finished with Smash. I mean, they're going to be continuing Smash. If this DLC, they're going to keep making
Right.
Smash. They're going to keep
Right.
helping out with Smash. So, that's still a thing. It's just they're doing so many games all at once.
Right.
So,
They're definitely
yeah.
hard at work. Unlike someone or some company we're talking about.
Capcom.
Yeah, or Crapcom. um, but yeah, really cool to see that. And I think the they're also working on another game. I forgot what it was called. Maximilian showed that trailer. Um, it kind of looked like Anarchy Reigns, but sort of not at the
Oh,
same time.
Rise of Incarnates.
Incarnate, yeah, Rise of Incarnates or something like that.
Well, he
Yeah,
tried out
that
the
one.
game. He actually tried out the game. He didn't like it.
Oh,
Like,
well.
yeah, he did. Well, as far as it being a beta, and of course there's going to be bugs. The expectations of how the gameplay is, it's really not that good.
Okay.
Like
Well,
I
there's
might
that.
play it. It may be a bit fun, but as far as replayability, it's very repetitive,
Mm.
and it's not. It's like it's like a 3D version of Smash Brothers with just one button to like it would just basically just very little combos,
Oh, yeah.
and it's very slow. So
Well, yeah. Well, there's that. uh, wait, let's see. Anything else from Namco? Not really, right?
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
The most they've been doing.
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of fucking anime games that you were talking about not being good, I a while back imported freaking J Stars, Victory Versus, I think it
Mhm.
was called fully, but yeah, J Stars. That had a lot of potential, but fuck, man, that fucking that thing grew old so fast. It's like,
Yeah, it didn't do so good, and I think it's the graphic. I think it's the art style. I honestly think that is the art style because if they didn't just use, if they could have used cell shaded, I'm pretty sure it would have done a total a lot better because
oh yeah,
way the way the game came out, it's just like it looks fun. It's kind of cool. You get to crash people into buildings. Awesome. Got some ultras. Got some supers. Got
mm-hmm.
some transformations. Got a bit of a combo. Got an up and down combo.
Mm-hmm.
Just that's it. The art
Yeah, this
style. My God, like why
no,
straight 3D? Why couldn't you just cell shade it? I
oh
mean,
man,
like freaking jump superstars and ultimate stars look better compared to that.
yeah, that one that style
That
had
was
way more
DS game,
character. Yeah, and that was a DS game, not 3DS, just DS game. Uh,
and it was unknownly that a friend of mine back then had that game. So I had a chance to play it, and that game was
mhm.
so freaking fun. Besides the fact I couldn't understand everything it was saying,
Right, 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 right.
because it was hard for me to progress through the game because I had to have a certain freaking um comic strip to put into the bottom screen just to progress through the game. So I was like, oh, can't do nothing.
Right. Yeah, I did play some of that too, and then from one of my friends that actually imported the game, and I was like, dude, this is so goddamn fun. If only I can actually read, it would have been way fucking better, right? And then um, what was J Stars? Good lord, like it was. I mean, it was fun. Yeah, like I said, it was fun at first, but it got old fast, and the story mode for it is just go. It's like, oh, it was really nothing much to it.
It's
That's
basically
all I can.
Namco X Cap. It's just basically Namco X Capcom with literal anime characters.
Yeah,
But Namco X Capcom was actually more interesting in Project Cross
yeah,
Zone.
yeah. Project Cross Zone, yeah. But uh, it's a nice little novelty, I guess, if you're really into
Jump,
anime and
jump
manga.
and by mostly jump yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
consideration.
but with jump characters. Yeah. With jump characters. Anyway, I mean, it was nice that they tried it, but yeah, it just didn't work really well in the end. They could just wait. They could have done way more than that, and the style was just bleh. It was just so bland. I was just like, yeah, they could have done way more than this.
Yeah.
And I recently, or not recently, but like kind of a while back, downloaded One Piece Unlimited World Red. That looked really fucking good.
I
Like
still yet to.
it was
I really want to get that. I mean, I'm trying to get on 3DS, but I really want to get that.
it's yeah, it has really nice cell shading. It looks really cool. I really like that. When me and my friend were playing it from my channel,
Right.
and yeah, and the story mode was short, sure, but like the presentation and even with the exclusive character for that game, it was pretty cool. I really liked that. I was saying like, do I really wish J Stars looked like this? If J Stars looked like this, I'll be playing that like way longer than I did with yeah, I did.
Hmm.
um, yeah, J Stars is a disappointment. I paid like fucking $90 for it to import it here, and man, that thing got boring fast.
It's nothing but a collection.
Yeah, it's just a
Isn't it
collection
very
piece.
expensive collection?
That yeah, it pretty much is. Um, it's just I was disappointed, and even like before, I was kind of questioning it because like the way the cast of characters,
It was
like
short.
they didn't, it was like it had a good balance. Like okay, so you have Naruto and Sasuke or whatever, right? But
Mm.
then you have Luffy and not Zoro. It's like what and in for Dragon Ball Z you had Goku and Vegeta. So naturally you think there would be Luffy and Zoro because Zoro is like kind of like a rival of Luffy in a way
Right.
because they're in terms of power.
Actually, the only the rival is Luffy. No, not Luffy, but Zoro and Sanji.
Yeah, rivals per se, but like I'm just speaking of like in terms of power and strength and whatever. They're
Right.
pretty equal. Um, because but like Zoro is also like kind of like the secondary character, like in my opinion, and it's kind of like how Vegeta is in Dragon Ball Z, and Sasuke as well.
Hmm.
So I just I was just so confused as to why Zoro wasn't in it, and uh, I was kind of also disappointed because they didn't put this one series called Shaman King. I don't know if you know.
Oh, I know about Shaman King.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shaman
Yes,
King.
that series is awesome. At
Yeah.
least the manga that is, because I think the manga continued and the anime ended.
Oh yeah. I mean, the anime was kind of nice, but they I guess they didn't have enough money for it to, so they just ended it quickly. But
I just unfortunately caught it on 4Kids. What was
oh
called
yeah,
what's it called Fox Box back then.
yeah,
It's
man.
unfortunate that I catch all these animes back when I didn't know about subs.
Right.
So yeah, that's the time I actually caught it and seen
Mm.
it, and then I just looked at the manga and then stopped watching the anime.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah. Anyways, they didn't put freaking Shaman King in there. I was like, oh, that's kind of disappointing. And they put all these like weird like new ones in there. I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is from Jump. And I'm like, is this
They are
really
from Jump. It's just you don't know much. We all don't know much from Japan because Japan has more comics than us. They have
right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
got Jump comics that we all don't know of.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm pretty sure there's like even way more than that, but just like from what I saw, I was just like, are they really gonna be there over Shaman King? Like, really?
Freaking octopus dude with a freaking graduation hat.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was from like Assassin, like well, I forgot what it was called, like Classroom Assassin or Assassin Class, or I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that he was from that, and I was like, okay, I guess that's cool. And then they put Bobo, of course, because he certainly has some fame. Even though
Say
I did not
why,
like
blah
the
blah blah. Do I say why? That
yeah,
theme.
yes, but
JoJo and
well,
Joseph Joestar.
Oh yeah, at least they put JoJo's in there, but yeah. Um, but they didn't even put Jotaro in there. I was like,
Like the actual Jotaro, not the other Joes, but Jotaro, the famous
yeah,
Joe.
right? Prim yeah, like the most iconic one, I think. They didn't even put him in there. Although they put Kenshiro in there, that was pretty cool. Like, from Mississippi the North Star.
It's like they
It would
put
have been,
they if you compare it to Superstar or in Ultimate Stars versus versus it's like V versus is mostly for the new generation of the mangas, and also
mhm,
with the new series and all the new arcs compared to it.
mhm.
Now with Superstar, it has Joestar in there,
Mhm.
and not Joestar. It has
Jotaro.
yeah Jotaro in Superstar. So
Mhm.
I guess when it comes to series and arcs, they're going by the most up to date arc as far as that. How many years? Like it's an anniversary game, so
Mhm.
that's probably why you don't see as many of the characters that we all hope for, like Luffy and Zoro. Luffy and Zoro are mostly iconic when they're in it when it's first series. Right now,
Mhm.
right now that's not really the case. Now it's like Zoro and Sanji are mostly the most are like iconic rivals, and Luffy and
Port Gusta Ace.
yeah, Ace, freaking Ace. He's
Oh
in the
yeah.
game, but yeah, it's just a matter of who's iconic and also what's up to date. They're not gonna put, you
Yeah.
know, every single character. If they did, that would be the most craziest anime game ever. But other than
Right.
that, yeah. So I'm pretty sure they had to pick and choose. Had a very long
Mhm.
pick and choose time for that game.
Mhm. Like, I don't know, even with that though, like I just couldn't believe like they put friggin' like Boa Hancock in there over like like I said Zoro. I'm like, just really, like we not
As I
like they
said,
don't
it's
even put.
it's it's the update. It's the updates.
Yeah, it's still up to date. I guess like what's currently popular, that kind of thing, and I don't know. I was hoping I was hoping a little more like legacy kind of thing, but yeah, whatever. I was still kind of disappointed the way the game played out, so I was just done with it. It was fun for a short time, but yeah, that thing got old fast.
Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah, that crossover. I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah,
That
that it
one's
was
gonna be
announced
on
like I
the
think it was announced a year or two ago. But yeah, it's supposed to
yeah.
be a Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem.
Mhm.
Is that Atlas been kind of having a bunch of issues when it comes to keeping their company up? I think somebody bought
Mhm.
Atlas, but
Yeah,
I think they're still in production with that game though.
yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, but yeah, it's going to be a crossover of Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem, yeah. That one's only gonna be on the 3DS. Am I
Yes,
correct? Or yeah, so
3DS.
3DS. Wait. Are you planning to get that game
I'm
once
gonna try it out. I mean, I
you're gonna try it
played
out?
Fire Emblem. It's not my type of game, but I played it and I actually enjoyed that one. I mean, it's a
Mm,
strategy game, but I'm not a fan of strategy games. I don't like that type of game. But when I got Awakening, I was actually impressed, and I actually enjoyed the story and the game itself. And that was my first Fire Emblem game.
is that the
So
one with Lucina in it?
yeah, the one that people
Okay.
thought was another Marth, but it turned out to be spoilers, Lucina.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Spoilers. Yeah, that person that in the front of the game, yes, Lucina. Spoilers.
Hmm.
Everyone's like, "Who is Lucina?" They see the new Smash character, it's Lucina. Like, who is Lucina? You haven't played Fire Emblem
Hmm.
Awakening? Oh, spoilers.
Yep. Yeah, I haven't played any Fire Emblem games. I watched my friend play Fire Emblem games, but yeah, I haven't watched anyone play Awakening, so I was kind of out of the blue for that one.
Game is good. I actually will recommend you try it out.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe. Speaking of
And that's fun.
which,
That's coming from a guy that doesn't play strategy games.
okay, all right. Well, maybe I will consider picking it up then. Um, but speaking of like 3DS games, I actually almost forgot. I actually picked up Animal Crossing New Leaf very recently. In fact, I think
Yeah,
maybe
I saw you
just
playing in on the 3DS. On my friends list is showing you playing that game.
yeah. I was just like I was on that like all night
Hmm
for like a long time, and like I was like just fucking just fishing all for a long time until um the place where you can actually sell the fish closed. I was like, yeah, well, I'm done for the night. Yeah, I mean, I finally picked it up, and I am enjoying it.
Yeah,
For a
I
game,
never got into Animal Crossing in general, but I wanted to try that out just to get into the series. I heard it was really
yeah,
good. People was like recommending me to play the game. I was like, I'll get it when I get a chance. I got a bunch of lineup games. It's like it's
yeah,
hard for me to even name. I mean, I've yet to even still get Kirby Triple Deluxe.
hmm
I want that
yeah,
game.
yeah. It's just really nice to have that a game like that, Animal Crossing, to be portable. So like when you're just bored, you just um take it out and just freaking just do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's like most of
Cool.
these games that's on the 3DS is like homage to what they used to be on console. Because they used to be on console, but now you got a full fledged Smash game on portable.
Hmm.
There's nothing wrong with the 3DS version. That's portable
No.
Smash. Go wherever you want. I
Hmm.
understand you may be the traditional play the four player locally, but portable Smash. I always dreamt of a portable Smash game since Brawl came out. And I was hoping for them to make one.
Hmm. Bro, wait, do you have a 3DS by any chance?
No.
No, you don't. Hmm. Are you
Profound
planning to get the
sadness.
what's up?
I was saying profound sadness.
Yeah, like I was gonna ask, are you planning to get the new 3DS by any chance?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm gonna
I'll
get it.
definitely.
It's up. I'm that's no if ands or buts. I'm gonna get it. It's updated. I understand that it's like why couldn't they did it sooner? I don't care. I'm getting it.
Yeah, same.
I may even keep the O 3DS because usually I'll trade it in and get the newest one. But I may even keep the old 3DS and get the new 3DS just for the
Yeah, same
lulz.
here. Hmm. Same here, cause like yeah, it's I don't know, like when it comes to like trading in consoles or handhelds, I don't think it's even worth it in the end, cause like I would just rather keep it for like the legacy of it and just like try to just save up a little more money or just yeah take a little more time to save up money and then get the game or I mean get the console. Definitely uh didn't trade in my old 3DS, my original one. Still have it right here. So
I
and
had got the original 3DS and traded in and get the XL. So it's like
yeah,
I used to have all the Nintendo's consoles, but I either gave them away, or traded them for something new. I had a
yeah, same.
Wii. Yeah, I had a Wii and traded that Wii in for 3DS.
Okay.
And I don't. Oh yeah, I think my red DS, the original fat red DS, the one that came with Mario Kart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I can't remember what happened with that one. I think it broke and got stolen. But
Oh
other than that, it's just the fact that all I have is a 3DS and PC. So all when it comes to the new 3DS when that comes out, I'm all in for it.
yeah, yeah.
And I think seeing that Iwata recover, he's been doing a bunch of interviews lately, and he released the reason why they have not released the new 3DS early.
Oh okay.
So let me find that article, and I'll probably read it out loud or just give it to you. Let me find it.
I'm willing to bet one of the reasons has to be for the future titles to be developed for it, and or if it was to motivate developers to make it just for that system.
Actually, it's a whole different reason.
Mm, okay.
I'll find it.
Well, at least it certainly frees up limits for what you can do in Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right.
and plus it's portable amiibo.
Yeah, yeah. Amiibo, man.
Where is it?
Meanwhile, I'm still working on this commission art.
Cool looking character.
Yeah, right. Pretty cool. But especially with the glasses.
Okay,
And a hoodie.
found it.
All right, cool.
All right, I'm gonna read it out. Okay, Japan has already gotten his hands on the new Nintendo 3DS, but those of us in the West will have to wait until 2015. Speaking to investors today, Nintendo President Satoru Iwata,
Satoru, yeah.
Satoru Iwata attempted to explain why the Japanese get the device this year, while the West has to wait until some unknown time in 2015. Here's his explanation. Based on these observations, some might wonder if, apart from the domestic market, the sales of Nintendo 3DS will really be able to gain momentum in the overseas market, Iwata says. Iwata then noted that the 3DS is at a different stage of popularization. Didn't think that was a word. In Japan than in the US and Europe. The handheld is nearing lifetime sales of 17 million in Japan, or about equal with the lifetime sales of the Game Boy Advance. As a result, Iwata said the 3DS's addressable market has nearly been reached, and the launch for the new 3DS was necessary to grow sales once again. To the contrary, neither of the cumulative sales figures of the Nintendo 3DS in the US nor Europe is more than that in Japan, despite based on the historical performance bigger sales what the freak? I'm sorry. Based on the historical performance, bigger sales potential, Iwata said. In short, Nintendo 3DS is still at an earlier stage of popularization in these two markets. Also, the difference in market characteristics shows up in the software sales pace. In the Japan market, both hardware and software tend to sell during a short period along a quick spread of information on them. In the US and Europe, on the other hand, highly acclaimed games are likely to be long-time sellers. I'm not sure if that makes any sense to any of y'all, but I'm just going to give y'all the link to let y'all read it yourselves, because I was lost. I was
Yeah.
like, what? I was like, what?
Just trying to listen to it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just trying to listen to it. I was like, whoa, whoa there. Slow down there, buddy.
That's what I'm saying. That's I didn't understand it. I know the first part I try to read it like how Iwata talks.
Yeah.
Ow. My
Please
brain.
understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the article. You can check it out yourselves. That's a real reason. That's supposedly the real reason why we don't have the new Nintendo 3DS yet, because of sales, I guess.
Mm.
And he also explained about the region locking.
Oh yeah. I heard about him saying that in an interview, but I haven't got a chance to catch that or read that. So,
I got it.
Mm.
Yeah, I got it right here. He said the game business has a history of taking a very long time with localization, among other things, such as having to deal with various issues of marketing in each particular country, or games that have made use of licensed content that did not apply globally, and had all kinds of circumstances. So to say that region locking has existed due to circumstances on the seller's side rather than for the sake of the customers. In the history of game consoles, that is the current situation. As for what should be done going forward, if unlocked for the benefit of the customers, there may also be a benefit for us. Conversely, unlocking would require various problems to be solved, So while I can't say today whether or not we intend to unlock, we realize that it is one thing that we must consider looking into the future.
Well, at least they're considering about it.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they consider that with the DS. The DS was region unlocked. What makes
Yeah,
the
that was,
3DS different?
yeah, that one was region free, so you can. That's how I was able to play that friggin'
That's how I was playing Jump Superstars. And I want
yeah,
this
exactly.
DBZ
Yeah.
game, and I want to try to get this
Mhm.
DBZ game that's on a DS for the 3DS. So
Mm.
it's just I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. It's like they're what they spouting out is kind of doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Like Iwata
but
just
at
gets
least
fully recovered, and all these answers starting to just pop out of nowhere.
right. I mean, at least they're doing something about it now. But I'm just wondering why this all happened in the first place. Why what came to the decision of locking it because I mean, despite having the 3DS not locked. So I don't know. I'm just wondering as to what made them do that in the first place.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's like the only one
Yeah,
that's been region free since day one is PlayStation.
yeah. And the PS3 is region free. So um, but yeah, man. There's something I also want to talk about, like localization and stuff like that. And going back to One Piece, Unlimited World Red, that one's all Japanese. There's no English at all, like other than the subtitles and text. So it's just literally like a language. The audio is all Japanese, and that was pretty cool. I thought that was something they should have done with other games from Namco, such as friggin' the Tales series, which is a popular RPG series in
I
Japan,
love Tell
especially.
series. If it was
Yeah,
any
right.
RPG, I love
Hmm.
Tell series because I get to fight, I get to do combos versus it's
Hmm.
an RPG.
Right. Yeah. It's like it's very combo centric for a RPG game. It's freaking cool. But the problem is just that there's not as many of them here as they are in Japan, especially
Yeah,
freaking. Uh, I mean, although they did announce a new one coming here, I forgot what it's called. It starts with a Z. Um, but yeah, it involves with like the spirits or whatever,
mhm.
having them as your allies or whatever, and then
Oh, it's not even it's a strategy type. It's like
oh
yeah, it's
really?
a
Oh, it's not even.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's
Okay, I didn't.
if
I
you're talking
didn't.
about spirits and if it has Lloyd and also Luke and everybody else in there, like all the Tales of characters, all the main ones, all in one game. If you're talking about that one,
Oh no, I'm
yeah,
not talking
that's
about that one. Starts with a Z. It's like, hold on, let me bring it up. Uh, let's see, Zesteria. I don't know if I'm
oh
pronouncing that right.
oh
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Well,
a
yeah,
complete yeah.
yeah, that's a
It's
complete different
a
one.
yeah, it's a completely different one. Yeah, I was gonna say like, wait, Lloyd? What? Because I
Yeah,
know Lloyd is from.
there's a new Tales of game on the 3DS that is mostly strategy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not talking about that one. It's completely different. That one's gonna come on to the PS3. They are gonna have an American release, so that's kind of nice. But it's still not Tales of Vesperia on the PS3. That's like the one I really wanted for a long time.
Yeah.
Even someone even hinted. I forgot. It was a voice actor. Oh, it was Troy Baker. He, he
Hmm.
he he said that he did voice work for that those parts, but I don't know what happened with that, and it looks like they're not doing it, and just kind of it was kind of disappointing.
Wait,
Um,
Visfro didn't come to US?
Vesperia, no,
Yeah.
Vesperia was on the Xbox here, but they also released a PS3 version, and that one has way more stuff in it, and it's
Uh,
like, yeah, but
Typical.
I don't know.
Well then,
What you say?
That's typical of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because like, well, I mean, Japan doesn't like the Xbox. That's why. And I wanted that one, but no, they didn't release it here. So we're stuck with the Xbox version.
and it's funny how you was talking about how like the Unlimited World Red had just straight subtitles and no English
No
voice
English.
acting. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm always mostly gonna change everything to Japanese just cause I'm used to it. I'll listen to the
Mm.
English dub for a little bit and see if it's good or not. But other than that, I'm always gonna go for the sub. But
Mm.
another game in relation to that is also Project Cross Zone.
Right.
That game is strict nothing but English subs and
Subtitles.
Japanese dub. Yeah, and funny thing is, that's a direct is almost closely a direct sequel to Namco X Capcom, which is a game back in
Yeah. Like.
2005 on a PS2 that never came in the US, and people
Mm-hmm.
really wanted that game so bad to come to the US. People would sub that game, like people fan subbed it, translate it,
Uh.
and if you had to play it emulator just to play it, but it's just a fact
Mm-hmm.
that um if you can just not worry about English dub and just import the game and like basically just sub it, bring it out.
Mm-hmm. That's
Mm,
exactly what I said. Yeah, that's exactly what I said after finishing One Piece. Me and my friend did like a discussion video after we were done with it. Um, yeah, it's like if now we kind of live in a time where we just don't care and we actually like friggin' having Japanese voices now, and it's kind of like the norm
yeah,
because because like anime and other stuff is kind of just like
we're used
it's
to it.
just we're
Like
used to it now. It's like the normal.
if we wanted anything
And
American, we just go for DC and Marvel.
right, yeah,
Like especially with games that has like the hit effects all blasting up on the screen. I seen ones that had like Japanese had like a hit effect on there, and it had like Japanese hit effects. When they imported to America, they changed it to like boom splat. Like, are you serious?
right,
Like it just don't really it doesn't look right.
I
yeah. It
call
just not
I
doesn't.
call it censorship.
Call that
Yeah.
censorship. I call censorship.
Yeah, that's another issue. But yeah, if they just don't worry about that, they can definitely get more games out there. Because like it does, especially with Tales games, it takes a lot of work to put English voices in there because there's just a lot of actual dialogue in there. So that's why we don't get as many games as they do. So if they just know about that, then they can just go ahead and just put just only text English text, and don't worry about the voices, and we can get the game sooner here in the States. So but just I just really wish they did that for Tales of Vesperia on the PS3. Really really do. But I don't know. I hope they do consider it sometime in the future, but for now we're not gonna get anything else other than uh, Zestiria. So when it comes to new games,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, and of course, well, yeah, I mean, what's funny though? They did like they don't even well, actually, no, never mind. They do put English voices in Blaze Blue. I totally forgot they do. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say like they localize. I mean they bring here the fighting games here a little more often than JRPGs, but yeah, they put English voices, so I totally forgot about that part, especially with Blaze Blue. And that one's not great with English voices. That's all I can say.
It's like fighting games are not much good with English voices.
No, it isn't.
Just don't
It's just
worry
not the
about.
same.
It's like don't worry about dubbing. Just translate it and then send it off. I want my under night in birth.
Hmm. Yeah.
Bring that game to US. I mean, a bunch of people are waiting for that game to come to US. I mean, of course, you haven't brought any of our brought any of Melty Blood because that's strictly straight Japan, but it's on PC though.
Mm.
So,
Konami has been holding that record up until Metal Gear Solid.
what do you mean?
Konami? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they did have some shoddy English voice acting for Snatcher and Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Trying to think of something else, but yeah, yeah. But yeah, just it's just something I hope they would consider. Because all I have to do is literally put English text. That's it. Get the game out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are
And
there
make
like any other games that are in Japan that you want here?
That's
Well,
a broad question.
yeah, right. There's like a whole bunch of like games, right?
That's a
That
broad question.
right. I mean, yeah, for me it'd be the Tales of Vesperia and all it. Of course, J Stars, because sometimes there's stuff that I don't understand, and but that's another story. But anyways, um, is there anything else you guys want to bring up? Um,
I believe we could save it for the
before,
next podcast.
yeah,
good idea.
Yeah, because we
yeah,
don't want to cram too much. We've already been
yeah.
on this stream for like 2, 3 hours.
2, 3
I
hours,
don't know.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know if people on YouTube going to be wanting to watch 2 or 3 hours worth of podcasts.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we will wrap it up for the podcast for today. Hope you guys enjoy that. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you have any comments, thoughts, opinions about anything we've talked about in today's podcast, leave them down below in the comments. And we will be back for more podcasting on next Sunday, I believe. And so yeah, until the next podcast, we will see y'all later.
Y'all have a good one.
Bye bye.